about time. This is my time, this is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time now, I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time now, I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time now, I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time now, I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. We are live. It is time to dive into it, y'all, because we got a lot to talk about. A lot dropped yesterday. I was gonna go live yesterday, late last night about it, but I said, let's let everybody else talk about it, and then let me simmer my thoughts. And that's what I did, and I'm ready to deliver those thoughts to you all. I have mixed emotions this morning. I'm happy, I'm mad, I'm sad, I'm glad. I mean, oh my gosh, I'm just over it, y'all. I mean, I'm gonna ask y'all later, but I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of it, man. I want to win, whatever it takes. I want to win, and we're gonna talk about plenty this morning. Y'all hit that like button on your way in. Y'all know the rules. We got 135 people already up in here, but we need that like button hit. Let's get our 100 so we can go ahead and get rolling. We're at 60 right now. Sorry I'm late, by the way. I know I put this stream scheduled at 9, but I already told y'all baby girl ain't she's fine. It's just that she's teething and she's very cranky. So giving mom a break, I decided in my office I made a nice big old comfortable pilot for her, and she's over here laying out. Hey, mom, what you do? So I got her in here with me. So if you hear some I'm here and there, that's her over here laying down, looking at me right now. Yeah, she is just so beautiful. Yay, mama girl. All right, I'm gonna put you on stream soon, okay? I'm gonna let you say hi to everybody. But she gonna give a guest appearance in just a little bit. She over here hanging out with me today. Y'all hit the like button, man. Let's hit the like button. We need 30 more likes. Let's go ahead and get it rocking and rolling. Shout out to California in the building. Shake Money. Y'all better check me and Shake Money out on Thursday night. We got a collab coming. That's going to be pretty dope. So make sure y'all come check that out. Let me see here. Buck Skull Gang in the house. What's up with you? Geno got contract. Man, we're going to talk about all this stuff. It's crazy, man. We're going to talk about it all. TD is good dad. Only on Sundays, man. Only on Sundays. I try my best to be. Ain't always been as good as I am now, but I'm working to be better and better and better. All right. Ronnie in the building. James, a member of the channel, rocking with us this morning. Shout out to all the members of the channel. Shout out to all the mod squad. Salute to every single one of you all and our subscribers. We're nothing without the subscribers. Everybody who subscribed to this channel, thank you so much, because once again, we're nothing without you. I did learn recently, a lot of y'all watch these videos and you're not even signed into YouTube. Go ahead and create a YouTube account. It's the same thing. It doesn't cost you a penny. And subscribe to TDPHINSTALK. Some of y'all watching, you're not even subscribed. So go ahead and subscribe to TDPHINSTALK. Let your friends and family members know about the channel as well. We're trying to get ourselves to 25,000. That benchmark is one that I'm excited for. So I think we're like less than 300 away from there. So help us get there. And I appreciate everybody who is doing their part and helping spread the word. All right. All right, we got 170 people watching. Let's get these likes up. Y'all don't have to do me like that. We got 82 likes. Let's get them up. Let's get them up. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Junior Walker, I am feeling great. I'm feeling energized this morning. I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling energized this morning. All right, I'm feeling great. And I know everybody watching this stream ain't feeling energized. I know everybody watching this stream ain't feeling great. Some of you are. But we all have different lives that have different things that we're dealing with. Some of you got a million worries on your mind. Hey, just drop them all to the side and let's enjoy this show. Let's enjoy the show. And remember this, ladies and gentlemen, trouble don't last always. 90% of the things you worry about don't even come to fruition. Okay, so it's all good, man. Let's have a positive outlook on our lives and what we believe in. All right, what's up, baby? Huh? Well, it's not news about Tom Brady. I found out about it yesterday. We're gonna talk about it on this stream. That's the wife, y'all. She said, "Hey, there's news that Tom Brady coming out of retirement. He might be coming to y'all." Ah, you late. She late. She late. She all late. She ain't here coming like she bringing me breaking news. You ain't never caught up. You every time you bring some sports news to me, it's 4 days late. I'm just teasing you, baby. Oh man. All right, man. Well, we got the first donation of the day. I appreciate the love and support. Everybody who donates to the channel, thank you so much for your love and support. Zach Dolphin 93 said, "Let's get the king." LOL, man, wouldn't that be something? Derrick Henry, I'm sorry. I need to, where my pen at? I need to talk about that too, because that's something I would love. Well, give me a second. Let me write that down, because I didn't put that on my agenda to talk about. Ooh, I would love that. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it this morning. What else we got? Oh, we got a new member of the channel. All right, Fly747B. Welcome to the All Pro status. Welcome to the channel, homie. What you just did is dedicate yourself to supporting this channel on a monthly basis, and it's greatly appreciated. Thank you for your support. To all of our members. I know some people, I can't get the high membership. You ain't got to get the high membership. Membership, you choose whatever tier you feel you want to choose. And it's simply just saying, hey, man, I'm backing you. I got your back. I'm going to support you. I'm going to support what you're doing over here at TDPHINSTALK. So Fly747, that's what you just did. And I'm greatly appreciative and humbled by you choosing to support me. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Vivian in the building. I see you. Dolphineer said, "Hey, TD, just showing love from all of us here." Salute to you, sir. Appreciate that. All right, man. Y'all gonna hold me down. Let me get started. Hold on. You want to come on? All right, we're going to give you a guest appearance. We're going to give you a guest appearance, okay? Your hair all over the place. Hey, there, mama girl. Hey, we going to give you that guest appearance. Sorry, y'all. She's teething right now, so she trying to grab at everything. Right now, she got her eyes set on my phone. Not going to happen, mama. Sorry. It's germs all over the phone, okay? All right? Okay? I love you. I love you. Say hi to the people. Say hi. Say hi to the people. You're not going to say hi. But you the one wanted a guest appearance. You're not going to say hi? You're not going to say hi? Oh, you just wanted to take the spotlight, huh? You just wanted to take the spotlight? You just wanted to take the spotlight? Oh, hey, she is so big now. And keep growing and gonna keep growing. She gonna keep growing. All right, you want to go back down to your little vacation spot? You want to go down to your vacation spot? Ooh, get them fingers out your mouth. You teething. See that teething? She biting on her thumb. I love you. Yeah. All right. Daddy got to work. Daddy got to put some work in, okay? You want to hang out with me or you want to go back in with your toys? All right, then hang out with me. You're going to hang out here until you start whining, okay? Okay? All right, y'all. All right, she stole the show this morning. She stole the show. All right, she stole the show. Oh, boy. All right, let's go ahead. Do we got 100 likes? Yes, we do. Let's go ahead and get started, ladies and gentlemen. All right. That's easy, TD Toys. No, she's a daddy's girl. She loves just hanging out with daddy. Trust me. She gonna fall asleep. Y'all see all this moving she doing? After she'll be asleep soon. She'll have her morning sleep. Right on me. All right, babies are everything. Yes, they are. They are the future. They are what you look forward to. Watching them grow, hoping you raise them the best that you can, and I got 6 of them, and you just try to make sure everyone that you have, you do better and better as a parent and trying to learn from the mistakes of the previous ones where you just get better and better. So I'm probably a master at this point. I'm a master, all right? Master TD. TD daycare. All right, man. Y'all leave me alone. Let's start, man. We're supposed to be talking football, man. We're supposed to be talking football because I'm excited this morning. I'm ready for this, man. I'm excited about this stream. Because yesterday I had a mix of emotions, like I said. All right, you can't be grabbing my mic now. You looking at daddy? You looking up at daddy? All right. Oh, man. Wolverine said, love your channel, TD. Thanks for keeping me excited about the Fins while I'm at a hard day at work. Hey, man, I appreciate that. I'm glad for those people who can listen while they're at work. We do have a lot of truck drivers and different things like that listen as well, man. I'm glad I could be great entertainment for many of you all. And you always show me appreciation and love in many ways. Thank y'all so much, all right? All right, here we go. Let's dive in. Miami Dolphins, Brady, Rivers rejection, Geno money, Lamar decision. Let's start out with the one that makes me mad. Okay, let's start off with the one that makes me mad, a little upset. So you mean to tell me, Miami, your quote-unquote starting quarterback is out for the season. You basically benched him. You have all these weapons in Tyreek Waddle and all of these guys, and you go into a playoff game with the 7th-round rookie that I still believe in and believe that he can continue to be developed. But you go into a playoff game with a 7th-round rookie when you had a wily gunslinging veteran that reached out to you. I'm sorry, maybe some of y'all will have a difference of opinion than me, but the Miami Dolphins should have brought Phillip Rivers in here in that playoff game, even if it was to be a backup. Even if it was to be a backup. To find out yesterday that Phillip Rivers reached out to the San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. Now, I actually can understand the 49ers declining because Purdy was playing MVP worthy. If Purdy would have just played 12 games like that, he would have been in the conversation. I could understand them saying no, but the Miami Dolphins, you know, Skyler is a developmental piece, and we hope for his future to be great. But right now, you literally, Phillip Rivers reached out to you and said, if you need a quarterback, I'm ready to take him in the playoffs. How did that not get done? How did that not happen? Ronnie said, who reported that? Oh, a bunch of little bombshells were reported yesterday. A bunch of little combine whispers were reported yesterday. You must be ain't see the video. What's his name again? I'm tripping. What's his name again? I don't know why. It's in the back of my head, and I know him. I always say his name. What's his name that reported this stuff yesterday? He's one of the Rich Eisen, yes. He's one of the only people that everybody knows when he hears a whisper, when there's smoke, there's fire. He ain't just he ain't like Florio and them. Sometimes they'll throw something out there just to see what the interest level is. Rich Eisen, he gonna talk about what he actually definitely 1,000% heard. Even if it's a rumor, but he know he definitely heard it. It ain't like PFT where sometimes they do and sometimes they throw out them fillers. And to hear that Phillip Rivers reached out to both teams and we didn't know nothing about it is all you need to know, Dolphin fans. How are you okay making the playoffs, going into a playoff game with a 7th round rookie? Even if you wanted to give him the shot, how are you okay with that? How are you okay with that? Makes absolutely no sense, ladies and gentlemen. Like, even if you didn't play him, you at least bring him in and feel Skyler out in that game and see if you want to implant him if you need to. Phillip Rivers is the ultimate professional, the veteran that plug and play. He can come in without throwing the ball for 2 years and probably give you a spark. That kind of angered me. You did not make the best decisions for your team. Y'all better notice the trend. We have not been making the best decisions for the team overall. And I got to be honest with you. A part of me feel like they ain't bring Phillip Rivers in because they knew he might have came in and threw for 500 yards and 8 touchdowns. And be like, oh, boy, we got an issue now. Oh, my gosh. Just ridiculous. And then for us to also find out, see, I have a bombshell revelation that I got late last week, and I can't get off of it. I don't care what none of y'all say. I don't care what none of y'all believe. After putting all the evidence together, it's official. Tua Tagovailoa got benched at the end of the season. I can't believe it. Like, all this time, I was actually sold. They fooled me. Oh, they waited to put him in the protocol. Oh, they didn't put him in the protocol till the season was over. And I'm like, oh, okay. He had a concussion. They waited. I'm like, oh, okay. But like Barry Cunningham and other people, they said some compelling things. And I'm like, what? You're right. They lying. They straight lied. Who in the NFL has the option to delay the protocol? Once you deem to have a concussion, NFL rules, you go into it right away. You go into the protocol right away. Ain't no delay. Well, we just gonna let him chill for 3 weeks. Then we'll put him in. What? Tua told us that out of his own mouth. Tua told us out of his own mouth. Well, I didn't actually start the protocol until after the season, you know. They felt it. No! That's why I'm telling y'all this, man. They had no concussion, man. I'm telling you. They came out at the very end. All right, now we'll put you in the protocol. He did not have no concussion the day after. All these reports of Tua's in the concussion protocol. Because and even if he did have a concussion, that means he was in the protocol right away. He lied. He lied. I can't get over this stuff. And then to know that you benched this man and didn't even pick up Phillip Rivers when he called you. California said too early in California for them facts, TD. Oh my gosh. Like, come on, man. They always say, oh, this is a false story, or this person lying, that person lying. Then why don't y'all tell me who lying? Is Tua lying? Is the organization lying? Is the NFL? Because I'm sorry, if you had a concussion, the NFL don't say, okay, we'll delay his protocol. There ain't no such thing. The NFL wants to start monitoring you right away because they on the hook if something happened to you. You know, such thing as a delayed protocol. Then I don't know how I let that get past me. You know what? I done got too lax. I'm usually very sharp on this stuff. And I let that one get right past me. Shout out to Barry Cunningham for saying it. And then, you're right. Oh. So that's why we definitely have been exploring all options. But once again, Miami ain't something like at least they finally doing it right. They keeping it very hush, and they not, just in case they don't get nobody. We were never looking for nobody. We said you were our guy, Tua. This the first time they ain't getting in trouble doing it. This the first time it ain't like it's leaking from the organization. Some might say polarizing. I say controversial. Polarizing? See, polarizing comes with like this feature of awe. Polarizing requires that awe. Only time we get awe is when you throw 3 back-to-back picks versus Green Bay. Sorry, back-to-back. Let me move on from the Phillip Rivers and all that. Everything gonna tie back into Tua. That's right. If y'all ain't learned that by now, see, people need to understand, TD, why you always talk about Tua? Because everything ties into him. This team will go how he goes. This is what I keep trying to help people understand. The reason why I talk about Tua so much is because I don't care what you get on this roster. If Tua don't play good football, it won't matter. It will not matter. You go get Derrick Henry. If he throwing 3 picks in the 4th quarter, it will not matter. It just won't. It starts and ends with him. He is going to be the success or the downfall of this organization as long as he is under contract with us and on the roster. That's why. Want me to talk about Noah monogamy? No. He don't have no impact on this team one way or another at this point. Nobody has a bigger impact on this roster than the one man, Tua Tagovailoa, because if he plays like trash, this team is trash. And if he plays great, this team can be great. That's why we always talking about him. People kill me with this notion, oh, if we got rid of Tua, your channel would shut down. You would have nothing to talk about. No, we probably will be able to get back to talking about winning, what it's going to take to win at every position like I did before he was here. When we had our fastest growth on this channel before he was here. People do not realize the moment Tua became a Dolphin, this channel became slow growth because I'm going to tell the truth. And that's all right because it's quality growth. Everybody who signed up to listen, they know I ain't lying. I'm keeping it 100. Keeping it 100. Now let's move on. Matter of fact, let me pivot right here for something that I didn't expect to talk about, but let's go ahead and get it out the way. Derrick Henry. Oh man. Derrick Henry. The Titans are shopping Derrick Henry. Would you want Derrick Henry? Yes or no in the comment section. Would you take Derrick Henry? Yes or no in the comment section. Then I'll give you my answer. I love me some Derrick Henry though. Tell you that now. Ooh, I got a lot of no's. Y'all shocking me. There go the yes. There go the yeses. There go the yeses. Let me tell you what I think. Before I do, we got another donation from the homie Zach. Appreciate the love. He says sports book has us a favorite to land him. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't really usually like the favorite because that's where sportsbook make all their money. You betting on the favorite. Because if it don't happen, you lost. A lot of people. Anyway, let me tell you. My take on Derrick Henry, I want him with conditions. What do I mean? Why am I going to take Derrick Henry behind this whole line? Derrick Henry is the type of back that is most useful when he gets to the next level. If he can't get to the next level, he is worthless. Go watch the Tennessee games where people sell out on the run and he can't get to the next level, chopping him down in the backfield. He does not have the immediate burst speed in the backfield to make anything happen. Derrick Henry is a next level runner. If you do your job up front and he can get to that next level, he is unstoppable. But this O-line ain't letting you get to that next level. And him getting to that next level can't happen by him making moves. He has to be full steam, and that level, that lane is there. We ain't got that O-line. We diminished that man's career ASAP. Now, if you want to go get a real left guard and a real right tackle, give me Derrick Henry all day. But once again, we got to stop thinking of weapons. And at the end of the day, some of the weapons we call sorry would look even better if we just fix the O-line. If we just fix the O-line, some of the weapons that we be like, they straight, but they ain't good enough, they can put up some numbers if we just fix the O-line. And oh my gosh, I'm glad you said that, Sean, because that's another thing we need to talk about. Say you do go get a left guard and a right tackle. You still need a solid backup left tackle too, because Armstead, you can't rely on him. This man ended the season with like 12 injuries. I'm exaggerating. It was like 4. And I ain't exaggerating that. We got a lot of people out here that's available but they're gonna cost some money. And then Chris Greer walking around here talking about, Eichenberg and Jackson are a part of the future. We're gonna give them a good chance to compete and all this and that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know what that sound like to me? That sound like you ain't going to get no great linemen. That means you're going to get more middle of the road linemen where they can compete and then the best one win the job, and we don't get better at the position. We just feel like we started the best option. That's an issue. Huge issue. So this Derrick Henry stuff, it's all beautiful. I mean, we're going to hear nothing but a whole bunch of free agents. We're going to be like, yeah, let's get him. Let's get them. Y'all, we need to fix this O-line. We really need to fix this O-line. Point, period, blank. I'm done with the Derrick Henry talk. Let's move right along. Rivers is done. They made me mad. Derrick Henry, I love to get him with conditions if we fix the O-line. Now it's time to move on to Geno Smith. Lord Jesus, it's a fire. They gave Geno Smith a 3-year. How much was it? How much was it, y'all? How much was it? 3-year what? 110 or something like that? Y'all, come on, where my NFL junkies at? There you go, 105. 3-year, $105 million. In other words, they gave him $35 million a year. In his first year, he getting $50 million. I do want to know what the guaranteed money is, and I think what they're doing is they're front loading it. That's why they're giving him $50 million in the first year. So what they need to get out of it in 1 year. And a lot of people speculate that they will draft. They're going to try to draft Anthony Richardson to sit behind him. That's why they're giving him that chunk of $50 million up front, because that's probably most of the guaranteed money, just in case they need to get off of him after 1 year or 2 years. But Geno Smith getting his money, I don't have a problem with, but here's my issue. These quarterbacks are getting so overinflated with small sample sizes. It's getting embarrassing, and teams are going to suffer greatly for it. And let me explain to y'all what I mean. Geno has been what you would call a guy you would pay no more than $8 million a year for a long time now. After 1 year of a quarterback-friendly system, and albeit he played well in that system. But after 1 year, and he started to decline later in the year, not as much as some people, but it wasn't the same as how he started. But after 1 year, you look at him and you give him a over $100 million contract. He obviously get at least $50 million guaranteed, because the first year that's what he getting. After 1 year, y'all, do you know how many quarterbacks have flashed and played well for 1 year and been trash in their career? Do you know how many quarterbacks play well for 1 year and have been trash in their career? I mean, gosh, somebody need to go ahead and give Baker Mayfield a bag if that's the case. And I don't have a problem with it. That's good for Geno. I'm rooting for Geno, but my issue is this is certainly overinflating these guys' value, and it's getting to a point where a guy that you would think, see, they could have gave him a 3-year, $75 million contract, and I would have been like, man, they're overinflating these guys. Instead of 35 a year, they could have gave him 25 a year, and I would have been like, man, they paying these quarterbacks, and I don't see where they earned it. So, and Lucas just said Daniel Jones is crazy if he thinks he will get paid $45 million. Do you not realize the Geno Smith deal makes it more possible for Daniel Jones to get $45 million? The fact that he's younger than Geno Smith and has even more of an upside is worth 10 more million. It's crazy. And if teams start figuring it out and you win 6 games next year, it is what it is. You on the hook. Like, guys don't have to prove nothing, especially these guys on the rookie deal. Just show me 1 year and we'll give you money. It tells us it's possible. And you're not realizing you're having to put everything around them just for them to show you. The good ones, the rare ones, don't need everything around them, and they can put up great production. But you put absolutely everything around a guy, then he finally shows some sign of good play, not even great, inconsistent, but good, and you think that's it? It makes no sense, because you know when you give him the big money, you can't even afford all of that around him. What sense does it make? It ain't computing for me. It's just not adding up. Or if he get injured. Geno got an injury history? I've never followed that. Does he have an injury history? Good book, mama. Good book. Good book. That was a good book. Yeah, you ready to go back to your toys? Oh, another good book. Oh, you got me. Yep, let me get your rag. All right. Woo. Oh, it's crazy. A broken jaw. Well, that ain't bad. It ain't like, legs and all of that stuff. But yeah, man, I just don't understand it. These contracts, is teams are going to be left hurt. Teams are going to be left hurt at the end of the day. That's what I believe. Here you go. TD, good job. Appreciate you. What does your shirt say, TD? That's what the shirt says. Had to get one made. I say it all the time. I really hope Dolphins go sign Jacoby now. All right. All right. Let's move on to another topic here. Let's move on to another topic. Tom Brady. So, Rich Eisen is still hearing that Tom Brady may actually not be done playing football and officially retired. And he's still hearing, look out for the Miami Dolphins. Here we go again. Like, I wish Tom Brady would just come out right now and just be like, y'all, listen, I'm retired for good. That's just all speculation. And I'm not coming back. Because until that happens, nobody can discount it. You can't discount it. It's just one of those things that's hard to discount. Very hard. There's something going on that we don't know about. There's something that has been said recently that nobody's talking about, but it's weird, and it has something to do with Tua and his medical evaluation. When Chris Greer and them say, I'm not gonna lie and say I'm not worried about his health or whatever. There's this narrative out here. It's this subtle narrative that nobody's talking about. It's almost as if there's this narrative that they're waiting on a official medical report or maybe a physical or right before training camp an evaluation or something. Everybody keeps referencing to if they get a report from a doctor that says anything concerning about Tua's long term. They keep saying that as if there's this outstanding test that needs to take place or evaluation that needs to be taking place. When, from my understanding, I thought he was cleared. Some people have even gone as far as to say if he doesn't clear. I thought I heard that he was cleared of the protocol now, and that happened right before the Pro Bowl. And I was saying, so he could have played in the Pro Bowl then. But there's this sense out here as if there's follow-up appointments that have to happen and evaluations still need to take place, which I believe that, I'm sure he has follow-up appointments after, like this month, next month with neurologists and stuff just to see where he is. So I know he cleared protocol, but there's this sense as if there's like another follow-up or something that needs to take place and they want to wait on that or something. And these are unspoken things, but this is what everybody seems to be hinting to in their message. The Dolphins, I've been told the Dolphins, if they get any type of report that would suggest that he wouldn't be ready or not fully healthy for the start of the next season, then they would move on. And I'm like, it's weird how they keep talking about that. So I just, it's one of those things I just keep telling myself I got to keep my eyes on hearing what they say about him and his evaluation. But this Tom Brady thing, man, I don't care about the rumor that Tom Brady could still be a Dolphin and he may not retire. I'll see it when I believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. Sorry, way backwards. But here's my issue now. I'm so over it. I know that I have been beating the table. Oh, man, get Tua out of here. He not the guy and all that stuff. But at what point is enough where, like, the amount of people coming out now with Tua ain't the guy, it's overwhelming now. I feel like we have gotten to a point now where it used to be like this 20% Tua near thing saying y'all haters and they fighting and defending him. And there was this 20% that was like, man, y'all don't know what you're talking about. Tua need to go, blah, blah, blah. It was like 20-20 fighting and 60% like, man, whatever, man. Let's go Dolphins. They can care less. But it's like I'm getting the sense now where that 20% is still there that's fighting for him and they're sitting there. But now that, he need to go, it has turned to like 60%. Like, he got to go. I'm over this. It's like that. It's like a 60% crowd now and 20% still don't care. But it's starting to feel overwhelming. I'm seeing it on all platforms, man. We need to move on from Tua. And it ain't just because of Tua. It's because some of these people are waking up to the fact that we keep passing up on so many better options. At this point, it's one thing to keep on Watson all day. And they're like, no, he had those issues and I don't like him for it. And I get that. But now it's almost like so many people are realizing, wait, we passing up on a lot of better options. You mean to tell me there is a path to Lamar? There was a path to Derek Carr. There was too many options. And then it's starting to expose the group of people that care more about the team care more about Tua instead of the team. It's starting to really shine that light on those people. For the first time this week, I have an inbox full of people saying, man, I'm a Tua guy, but you're right. It's time for him to go. If we got a chance to get blah, blah, blah. For the first time, I usually don't get that. But for the first time, so many people saying, man, I'm a big Tua fan, but you're right. He got to go. And you know why they're also getting tired? Because even if they're objective, they're starting to see, oh, we're actually not on the same side. I've been loving on Tua for 3 years. I just said one little objective thing. He can't stay healthy, and y'all attacking me? Oh, I see what this is. Man, that guy TD was right. I thought he was just the biggest hater alive. He's still probably a hater, but man, I see his point now. Y'all really do care more about him than his team. And I've aligned with y'all all this time. Man, I get it now. All I did is said he can't stay healthy, and if we can get a better option, move on. If we can't, let's keep him. And y'all crucifying me? What's wrong with what I said? It's getting real out here. Donation towards the Tua Karate Fund. Y'all need to stop. Y'all needs to stop. People are recognizing now. People are recognizing. Now watch this, y'all. Watch this. My Twitter, I am unfiltered on my Twitter. I mean, I don't curse and do all that, but I'm unfiltered on my Twitter, right? And I have gotten to the point to where I have trained the Tuaneers to either block me, ignore me, mute me, to where when I post something that isn't favorable of Tua, I don't get much response anymore, which is the way I want it. I want it with the people I rock with on Twitter. And I've gotten to a point where I have kind of eliminated all of my haters on Twitter. And yesterday I made a post and I thought I got rid of them, but I didn't. I must have really hit a triggering moment, man. Over 11,000 people saw the post. Over 72 comments, multiple retweets, 13. And I want to share with y'all what I put, and I'm going to read some of the comments, show you how triggered some of these people are. It's amazing. This is what I wrote. 3 years have passed, and our quarterback is still not respected. Lack of durability, consistent play, and late season collapses haunt him. We constantly hear Brady, Lamar, Jimmy G, etc. Plus, there's a large portion of the fan base that cares more about him than the team. He got to go now. That's what I wrote. One last time. 3 years have passed, and our QB still not respected. Lack of durability, constant play, and late season collapses haunt him. We constantly hear Brady, Lamar, Jimmy G, etc. Plus, there's a large portion of fan base that cares more about him than the team. He got to go now. And boy, oh boy, let's do it. It starts out good, then it gets bad. Yes, I care about Tua because he's our QB. If I can watch Tannehill for 7 years and no excitement, I can watch Tua for one final year. If he gets hurt, okay, move on. But He has been a great QB when healthy. LOL, that's just because you choose not to respect him. To speak it as though it's a majority attitude. Brady washed, Lamar injured, Jimmy G injured, pretending that it's easy to find a QB doesn't fix anything. Then somebody said, you're not wrong. Then somebody said, if the entire world praised him as the best of all time, you still hate him. You're convinced yourself that he's not respected when it's people like yourself helping push that narrative. For some reason, these two-and-ears think that we're the minority. For some reason, people think that we're the minority. They are big time mistaken now. Somebody put an emoji, said facts. Actually, a W tweet, to be honest. Agreed. Greer wants to get fired. Matter of fact, Ross needs to sell the team to somebody who actually cares. Going team Tua doesn't. Oh, already read that. It's funny. Tua near say Tua is MVP this, MVP that. With the best passer rating, but literally not top players in the league don't praise him as one. Defense don't even fear him as much as people make it seem. Phillip Rivers, Caleb Williams, Tom Brady, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, Joe Burrow, all of these guys hinted at wanting to be the QB for the Dolphins. No one calling up the Chargers, shaking my head. You just wait until he gets that brown belt in karate. Will be a better than Marino. You see the stuff we hear? Unbelievable. What kind of fan are you? All of your energy is about dissing Tua. That's all you talk and tweet about. Home of the real Dolphin fans, are you? Somebody put a rhino doing a number 2, blah, 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 blah. He a top 10 QB in the league, though. Top 5 if he can stay play a full season. Tell me who we getting instead, realistically, with the pay factor and in and retaining talent. Why do people have this perception that if he played the full season, he would have been top 5? He could have been bottom 30 if he would have played the full season. We don't know. I agree with this. Tua was much better this year with McDaniel, but he hasn't proven he's a franchise QB like Burrow, Hurts, Lawrence, or even Herbert. And the injuries are extremely worrisome. We have a win now roster. He will miss games and will be done again. Somebody said he can go only if you go first. Then this is the case for a lot of NFL teams. This is all Greer's fault. Not only did he absolutely trash the 2020 draft, but in 2021, he selected Liam Eichenberg before Creed Humphrey. Laughing my behind off. Humphrey was second team All-Pro this year. Greer can trade, but he can't draft. I don't think he even watches college football. Who doesn't respect Tua besides you and Nutty Professor? Who gives us the best opportunity to win right now? Brady, retire. Lamar will be expensive and has injury concerns. How about you be a real Dolphin fan and support whoever is currently our QB1 instead of bashing him for clout? That's another thing that's very interesting. Why do people use Lamar being injury prone? Why do they use that at all? Tua's injury prone. If all factors are the same, he's better than Tua. Why do people make it seem like because Lamar is injury prone, you don't do it, but you stay with the guy who plays worse that's injury prone? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's like T Rich owing me $50 and Color owing me $50 and T Rich got $30 in his pocket and Color ain't got no money in his pocket. Both of them owe me $50, but at least T Rich got 30. T Rich, can I at least get the 30? Like, what? The argument gonna be, man, both of them owe you 50, so just stick with Color. Both of them owe you 50, so just stick with Color. Just stick with Color. They both owe you $50. Why would you? I mean, ain't no difference. Yeah, but T Rich can pay me 30, but they both owe you 50. I don't know why people keep talking about his injuries. You can't talk about Lamar's injuries when you talk about Tua. At least I'm going to get better play on the field when he is healthy. I don't know why people keep bringing that up. Lamar is injury prone. That ain't a point to make if you're defending Tua. It ain't a point to make that Lamar is injury prone if you're defending Tua. You only gonna get Tua for 12 games, but you only gonna get Lamar for 12 games. Yeah, but Lamar with this team, I feel like we can go 10-2. Tua 8-4. Probably worse, but I'm just saying that because that's what it was, right? Lamar, 12 games gonna get me in the playoffs. Tua, we gonna need the backup rookie mirror, the defense and the backup rookie to try to get in. Stop talking about Lamar is injury prone when you trying to defend why we should keep Tua. Makes absolutely no sense. None. You hoping that Tua can have a healthy year? Then we should do the same for Lamar. And then who gives you the best chance? Talk about a guy who won an MVP award. He done already proven his value and what he can do on the football field. And y'all trying to match that with a guy that was mentioned as in the MVP race at the beginning of the race. Y'all know the MVP race conversation started around week 8. The beginning. He was mentioned as an MVP candidate. Oh, my Lord. My granny can throw for 500 a game with these receivers. Hey, your granny might be skilled. Let me keep reading some of these comments, man. I never expected the Brady rumors to come back. Tua might have to accept the backup role. That is his ceiling. Oh, man. It's a good thing I'm a fan of the Miami Dolphins and not just a certain player. I want my team to win and host a championship, not just to keep a player because he's nice and cool or whatever. I want a Super Bowl. That's the main goal. I want to win. Exactly. Saving this tweet. If Tua lights it up this year, you got to delete this account. Oh, my gosh. You know how many people in 3 years done saved my tweet and said if he light it up, you got to delete the account? Oh, my gosh. I totally understand what you're saying, but he is our best option. The Ravens are going to franchise tag Lamar, so he isn't coming here. Nobody wants the drama that comes with Rodgers and Brady, and they're old. Best bet, draft a QB in 3rd or 2nd round and develop him. As a fan of both Tua and the team, he needs to go. I hope he stays healthy and win a Super Bowl somewhere else. If our roster was trash, I probably wouldn't mind giving him another year or 2. But this roster right now is ready for a Super Bowl. I hope we get Rodgers. And that's a Tua fan. So much is dependent on pedigree and perception spun by agents. He had all kind of help at his disposal to succeed and a laundry list of excuses. Man, go by the team and make all the decisions. Be the PR person, sue everyone that writes something about Tua you don't like. But then you would have no reason for your dramatic tweets, I guess. This is a very much caused by the owner in the front office from day one. Ross wine and dining Watson. Brady wouldn't be shocked if Lamar too. They need either stick with or move on of this helps the team. If we can get value for Tua, it's a no-brainer. Let me see here. I agree. You can't put a franchise on the shoulders of a concussion-prone QB, regardless of how nice he is. Not about nice. It's about business and team first. TD, go find another team. Somebody put a picture of all his number one rankings this year. Amen. I hope tomorrow will be that day, TD. Not happening. Dude, you have no loyalty to anyone but yourself. Wow. Don't speak about our QB. You don't care about anybody, especially opinions. You have 3,800 followers, but you only follow 93, and most of those are players and other sports writers. So your opinions are all clickbait. What a joke, people. This man knows nothing about social media. Who the F you think you're bringing in here? Man, something like you. When you go, I would want Tua to go. Until then, keep your mouth shut. I agree. Yeah, I should follow him back, huh? Yours and Clump's trolling isn't getting the attention you used to get. This is more attention than I ever had. Hey man, Tua owns you. You're obsessed. It's all you think about. He's not going anywhere. It doesn't matter that you want him gone. He's QB1 for 2023. Stop being a bitch about it and accept it. There is nothing you can do to change it. Yes, sir. I can't read this one. A whole bunch of provocatives in his mouth and all type of crazy stuff. I can't read on a live about me. You're dumb as shit. You're a bitch. Let me see. Yeah, like you're dumb ass. LOL. You can't mention the word dolphin without Tua. Your mother should. No, I can't say that on the live. I hope you. Ooh, I didn't see that one last night. That's pretty bad. I'm gonna stop reading right there. It gets a little extra, a lot of obscenities and different things like that. I was trying my best to move over some of those, but it was a whole bunch of new ones that came in this morning. But yeah, man. Oh, Master Works in the building. Tyson, man, what up, man? What up? Listen, man. These people are triggered, man. I thought I did a good job silencing all my haters and the people that I trigger, but something made them triggered about my posts yesterday. And I think what triggered them is typical. They are actually feeling the heat and believe that the Dolphins could be looking at other options. They're nervous and they're scared. That's all it is. Now, I've been on record to tell y'all Tua gonna be here next year. We all know this. We all know this. But at the same token, it continuously reminds us we don't have the guy. Nobody respects him. Nobody believes in his long term. A handful of people do that literally have no matter what has happened. It's ridiculous. But people get so in their feelings that they will write you the most vulgar, hateful, disrespectful, threatening stuff out there, man. I ain't read some of the things. And it's crazy. Engraving in the building, man. We got celebrities coming through. What up, man? What up, man? Oh, engraving. Today is the day. And that's a perfect segue into my next topic. Lamar Jackson decision. Oh boy. The time has come. Tell them thanks for your feedback. God loves you. You know what? I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna go through some of them and say exactly that. Oh boy. Engraven said, yup, that's unfortunately true. People can be disgusting, but for all the negative, there's a lot more positive, which is true. That's why I tell y'all. Thank y'all. When you become a member or you send a member message, I know that you rock with me. When you send a donation with your comment, I know you rock with me. When you hit that like button by itself alone, I know you rock with me. When you comment in the comment section, you rock with me. And to some of y'all haters, some of y'all rock with me too. Because you right here with me. You watch every stream waiting on me to slip and say something wrong. So you rock with me. It may be the wrong way, but you rock with me. Now, for those who don't rock with me and you're listening right now, which means you rock with me because you listening. If you just like, I don't have an alternative, there are channels built off of not rocking with me. So there are alternatives out there. I promise. I promise you. You have some dedicated content that don't rock with me, okay? So there is a place for you, man. You don't have to be stuck here. Oh man. T Rich said I joined this community as a squatter. Then I invited all my squatter friends. Now Tua Nears outnumbered Dolphin fans. Our house now, fins up. Hey, now that's a false statement, T Rich, but T Rich is the only well, not the only, but man, T Rich, I gotta give you the award. You're the most respected Tua Near on this platform, maybe. Most respected. Oh, he T Rich be getting mad sometimes. T Rich be saying some things sometimes, but at the end of the day, I know T Rich still rock with me though. He do, and not in one of those hater ways. T Rich rock with me. He here to hold Tua down though. That ain't no way. Hey, ain't no debate about that. He is here to hold Tua down, but I know he rock with me. And not in one of those hater rock with me ways where I was just antagonizing people. He actually do. He actually do. So, man, Carol City 305, he been up in here for lately a lot, man. Salute to you, homie, man. Appreciate you supporting the channel consistently, man. I've been noticing that lately. He said Lamar Jackson opponents hold their breath versus Lamar Jackson's ability. Tua fans hold breath for Tua inability. Yeah. Every time Tua take that hit, y'all stop lying. Don't sit here and lie. Every time Tua take that hit, we sit there like, oh, okay, he all right. Every time. If Tua hit that ground, man, we're like, yeah, okay, he all right. Let's go. All right. Every time. Even if it's a little bang up and he all right. Oh, Tua hurt. Oh, I think he all right. Ugh. Ricardo in the building. What's up, homie? He said, I only lean with you, TD. Salute to you, man. Love you, brother. Man, I appreciate all y'all, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. We just had 2 big time content creators come through on the channel, and you know they put in hard work and make their content. Y'all gotta understand, man. Y'all show me so much love, and as a content creator, you know, especially with all the changes with YouTube and all the stuff that they've been doing lately. And I know y'all probably heard about Engraven, who was just in here. They just took his monetization away for the dumbest reason ever, and the greatest guy you'll know. And YouTube does things like that. But when y'all show love and support, just like him, his subscribers held him down big time, took away all the revenue pretty much that he made, because he decided he wanted to make this his living. He wanted to do this for a living, follow his dream and his passion, which is the most beautiful thing ever. And that's where I'm at now. And when they could just snap your fingers and take away your livelihood because this is what you want, it ain't no different from a beat writer. They out there writing y'all stories and stuff for a living, right? They get paid by a company. And some people could say we're to a degree employed by YouTube. And when they could snatch your revenue just like that, it was a good feeling to know that the people that rock with him on his channel held him down anyway. Through donations, through membership, through all of that, held him down. And that's why I'm telling y'all, man, y'all don't understand how great. We say it all the time. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. You allow people like me, Engraven, and others to actually live out our dreams. I was in corporate America climbing the ladder, making good money as in management. And I'm sitting there, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I was great at my job, but it got to a point where I would be debating sports on the floor with agents and stuff, just talking sports. And I used to always be like, man, I want to debate sports. I want to be talk sports. And, I even started something with a supervisor one time where we had a little sports show, but it wasn't on YouTube. We were just doing videos. And when I decided to leave that career and start my own thing, and I bought that little mics and all of that stuff, I decided to bet on myself. Even though I had alternative, sources of income and stuff like that with the business, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I couldn't imagine being where I am right now. Almost 25,000 subs. I mean, and I get to be me. I get to be honest, raw. I ain't got to answer to nobody. I ain't got to be like the beat writers or the people who be up in that building. I ain't got to appease nobody. I don't have to watch what I say just so you don't rub the wrong person the right way with politics. I get to be me, free. Now, I done already told y'all, if ESPN called me talking millions, I'm selling out. I done told y'all that. At least I'm keeping it 100, telling y'all millions gonna talk. Hey, who you need me to like, who you need me to hate. Hey, I done told y'all. Hey, ESPN call with the millions. I am selling out, but that's as real as I can be to tell you I am selling out. Man. Not my people, though. I never sell my people out, but y'all know what I mean. I'm selling out. I am selling out. Oh, you want me to love Tua? I don't understand what all of this debate is about Tua. If you didn't watch this kid play on the MVP level this year, like, I ain't gonna lie. If I was a Tua and I was lying to y'all and selling Tua, man, I would be the best. Ain't nobody touch me selling Tua. I'll sell the y'all keep talking about Tua concussions. Why you ain't looking at the Dolphins still has an inability to get protection around him? Tell me he concussion prone when you got real protection around him. Y'all want to walk around here, he injury prone. When they gonna fix the O-line? When are they gonna fix the O-line? We dealt with this crap with Tannehill. Lucky he didn't get hurt as much. But he hurt our playoff experience as well when he got hurt. Give me this crap about Tua. You ain't see them strikes across the middle? Josh Rosen ain't doing that. Sam Darnold ain't doing that. Zach Wilson ain't doing that. Tua is the guy. Period. Now you put real protection around him and he play like that he did with San Francisco, then we can talk. Then we can talk. Boy, hey, I probably just got 100 subscribers. I probably just gained look at them donations, boy. The donations coming through and everything. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I'm finna sell out. I think I can make $1 million talking about Tua in a positive way. I think I can make $1 million this year. To all my loyal followers, I'm sorry. I'm about to sell out on y'all. I'm about to sell out on y'all. I'll sell the heck out of some Tua being the guy. I will sell the heck out of Tua being the guy. Tua ain't get benched at the end. He wasn't in no protocol. Tua said, until you fix this O-line, I ain't playing. That's what I was told. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Tua ain't taking no jiu-jitsu to learn how to fall. He taking jiu-jitsu to learn how to kick these coaches in the neck if they can't fix this O-line. Sick of it. Get the man protection, and he's going to be better than Brady. Matter of fact, you still need to give him Dan Marino number. When he win that Super Bowl, I don't want to hear it. Give him 13. Give him his 13. All these Tua haters can't support our quarterback. Kind of Dolphin fans are y'all? Kind of Dolphin fans are y'all? Sick of it, man. Hit that like button. Where my Tuaneers at? Hit that like button. Hit that like button. They act like the term Tuaneer is negative. I embrace Tuaneer because I support this kid. He ain't do nothing but sweat, blood, and tears for this team. And all he's gotten is flat. Want to trade him for this person, trade him for that person. Lamar Jackson can't stay on the field. Aaron Rodgers old and going to take all our draft capital. Claim to be real Dolphin fans. Tom Brady, you retiring and you flirting with a guy who can quit at any time. Man, y'all need to stop. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. Makes no sense. Like I said, Tua the guy. Hit the like button. Damn, I ain't get a single like. Oh my gosh, man. I told y'all I'll be the best Tuaneer out here. I'll be the best Tuaneer out here. I don't care what nobody say. I'll sell Tua. I will sell Tua. I could sell Tua. So easy. Please share some of that drug, TD. Oh my gosh. Tua needy gone got TD. TD, you would be the best. Man, you don't understand, man. I already told y'all I have 75,000 subscribers right now if I wasn't never telling the truth about Tua. If I was just all in, just straight up Tua blind. If I did Tua like I did Tannehill, man, I'm telling y'all. It'll be crazy. It would be crazy. It would be crazy. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Positivity and support is always better. You know, so that's why I promise that I won't sell out in regards to the truth about this team, right? Y'all don't understand. People think I wish his failure. I wish his success so I can actually talk like that. I wish his success so I could actually talk like that. But I can't start talking like that until I actually see his success. There ain't nothing wrong with what I'm saying. He has injury concerns. He has yet to play at a high level on a consistent basis. See, what they want to do is divide that. They want to say he hasn't played on a high level. That's wrong. On a consistent basis. Yeah, whatever. See, they want to divide them and make them two different things. They want to be able to say that's wrong. Every time I say he hasn't played at a high level on a consistent basis, they try to separate it and attack high level. When it's a fact, he hasn't played at a high level on a consistent basis, especially against great competition. And his constant end of the year collapses. These are all facts. And I want him to change that narrative. Like people, like they think that I am going to be sad or making excuses. Like if Tua absolutely MVPs the season and wins a Super Bowl, they think you still gonna fight. No, he's the guy. I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. We still got great talent around him, but he was good enough to win a Super Bowl. That's all that matters. Let's try to duplicate this always. So then my conversation is, how can we continue to duplicate all this stuff around him? That's the conversation going forward. It's just like when Flacco won a Super Bowl. They spent years trying to duplicate what they had. They just couldn't because it's rare. First of all, it's rare to win it anyway. Lamar Jackson opponents. Oh, I already read that. Already read that as well. Lakers all day said breaking news. Aaron Rodgers spoke with the Jets today. He is thinking of coming to Jets. I heard that. TD, can you try to sell us Tua right now? LOL. I think I just did a good job, bro. This one of the wife for holding down. This one for the wife, excuse me, for holding down the family while you blessing us with great content on the team we love. Dolphinaire, thank you so much. And I definitely will let her know. She's going to be asking for her money today. And then we're going to be negotiating. I'm going to be like, he sent you $5 and YouTube, that's $3. No, he sent me $5. Nah, we just be playing around. But yeah, it's going to be funny. I'm be like, somebody donated $5 to you, babe. Give me my money. I'm be like, hey, give you your $3. Where the rest? YouTube take 40%. Speaking of, that's why I always tell y'all about the Cash App, by the way. You can send a donation however you like. But if you want to send it to the Cash App, it's $TDPHINSTALK. They don't take your money. YouTube 40% off rip. Hopefully me saying that they don't, demonetize me again. But yeah. Hold on. I had a comment up from my brother, man. Y'all don't understand. My brother in here, man. Let me go back to his comment. Breeder G, where you at? There it is. TD has a gift. Been talking foolishness since 2000. Hey, don't start with me, man. Don't start with me. Ain't no foolishness. It's facts. Facts over feelings. That's what we do, all right? All right, so y'all hit the like button. Y'all help me out and hit the like button. Let me refresh. Maybe it's my computer that ain't calculating the likes. Because we've been sitting at that 159 for 20 minutes. Oh, yeah, that was me because we had 258 likes. So y'all must be dead like the tour takes. Y'all must be dead like the tour takes. Okay, let me give y'all some more of this tour stuff. Nah, let me stop, man. But yeah, man, like I said, it would be real easy. Like we would explode if we were 2-years. Like it's crazy, man. Anywho, the whole Brady thing, man, like I said, I don't care. I don't care about Brady. Look out for him. When it happens, I believe it when I see it, right? So it is what it is. But the Baltimore Ravens have till 3:00 today to make a decision. What do y'all think is going to happen? Will they get a deal done? Will he be franchise tagged? If he is franchise tag, will it be exclusive or non-exclusive? What do y'all think is going to happen? Put it in the comment section. Matter of fact, I want to poll it real quick. Let me put Lamar. All right. deal, tag, exclusive, tag, non-exclusive. All right, y'all let me know what y'all think. Because I'm going to explore the options. Let's see what happened. See what y'all think in the comment section. Mm. Obviously, he ain't getting the deal. That's 11%. Go ahead and vote real quick in the comment section, y'all. Let's get 100 votes. We got over 300 people watching right now, so we can get 100 votes. I want to get y'all take because it's closer than I thought it would be. Good point. A holdout could have been on there, but I doubt that'll happen. Interesting. Yeah, I don't like Aaron Rodgers. But if you go to the Jets, Dolphin fans don't understand what we got in front of us this season. Miami Dolphin fans have no idea what we have in front of us this season. All right, hurry up and get your last minute votes in. I'm about to close the poll and talk about the results. Mm. 15 more votes. He may really hold out. It's a non-zero probability. All right, 2 more votes, and we close the poll. There we go. So here's what the final report was on the poll. 10% say he'll get a deal done. So that's it's believed to be highly unlikely in the community, right? 48% say he'll be tagged, and with exclusive, 40% said non-exclusive. Now, if Lamar Jackson gets a deal done, all of this ends. It's over. He's a Baltimore Raven. Good. Y'all go about your business. Everybody go about their business. Okay. I know Ravens fans just want that to be the case. Raven fans are so desperate now, they don't care. Give him whatever he wants. But I want to ask Raven fans this. Give him whatever he wants. Are y'all more in love with the player than the team? I think that the Ravens have a front office issue in their philosophy of football. They remember the last Super Bowl they won, and they're stuck on trying to do it that way. That's what I believe. I think that the Baltimore Ravens are stuck in trying to do it the way they did it in the past. Led by the defense in the run game. We don't need all the best receivers in the world. And we don't need the best quarterback in the world, because the Ravens feel like they can win even without Lamar. Even though they didn't, they were competitive in almost every game. And they feel like if they just like the Ravens believe that if they get a guy like Jimmy G, Tannehill, something like that, they feel like they could build a team around him and still win and not have to pay $50 million a year. That's what I believe the Ravens are going through, a fundamental dilemma where they don't believe in paying the quarterback. And I agree with that. That's my philosophy on football. It's actually my philosophy on football. But if you have a team that's ready to win now and one quarterback away and you have the cap space, my philosophy on football as well is give them what they want and go get that Lombardi. See, if you're building piece by piece methodically and all of that stuff, I don't believe in overpaying a quarterback. But if you're buying big pieces and doing all of that, spend whatever you got to and go get that Super Bowl if you can. Still ain't guaranteed, but if you can, go get it. And the Dolphins stopped doing their methodical stuff last year. When they fired Flores, brought in McDaniel, went and spent money, Connor Williams, Armstead, Tyreek, what's his name, Bradley Chubb, and probably finna do more. That all went out the window. All that build methodically. I know we still got a lot of young players, but we've been spending a whole bunch of money in free agency and trading. So that all went out the window. So go get a big-time quarterback and go get that chip, because that's what you invested all this money to do, is get the chip. You ain't bring back Bradley Chubb and Tyreek Hill and them to be here for 10 years. You didn't bring them in here for the future. You brought them in here to win now. Nobody makes those kind of moves unless you're ready to win now and you know it and you're going for it. So you got to go, in my opinion, you got to go for broke and go all out now. And the Ravens feel like they're still in a methodical mode because they haven't, outside of Roquan Smith, but that makes sense because they want to build it with defense first. Excuse me. Which was a huge pickup, by the way, with Roquan Smith. So getting the deal done, Ravens fans would love it, but I don't think it's going to happen unless they just implode with concessions. Because I'm telling you now what Lamar's doing. Lamar gave them a number and wanted fully guaranteed, and you can keep coming back and forth to Miami all you want, saying, how about this? I already told you the number. Thanks for visiting. Bye. That's why he out here tweeting subliminally. Whatever he tweeted, just stay calm, just chill, and but whatever. So, in regards to the franchise tag, people need to understand if Lamar gets franchise tag, the conversation still goes on about other teams acquiring him. Because if he gets franchise tag, that means they're prepared to play him on the tag or trade him. And they're not going to play him on the tag if he sits out. He won't get paid if he sits out, but hey, Lamar he can wait a whole year. Somebody made a good point yesterday about that. Deshaun Watson waited 2 years, technically, if you think about it. He waited 2 years, technically, and still got paid. Ain't nobody going to let a top MVP quarterback sit at home forever. So he'll sit out a whole year, and what, you going to franchise tag him again? At some point, you're going to end up getting nothing for him. So if he don't play on the franchise tag, that's making it inevitable to trade him. Or if you giving him the franchise tag, now you've bought yourself 3 months to work out a deal. People don't understand that too. If he gets tagged, a regular franchise tag exclusive, you also bought yourself 3 more months, because now the tag deadline not the tag deadline, but the deadline for him to get a new deal this year is in June. June 15, June 11, something like that. In June is the deadline for everybody to get their new deal before the next season. So you'll be buying yourself 3 more months of negotiating, but you'll also have the post-June people out there who done cleared up cap space, like the Dolphins with Byron Jones. You'll have the post-June people. It's July 17th. Why am I saying June? April, May, June, July. Oh, 4 months. My bad. Appreciate you, Engraving. July 17th. Now you'll have the post-June money hit the books. Now the Dolphins, y'all already know, going to save about $15 million when they release Byron Jones in June. You're going to have teams that got a little bit more money with their post-June releases. So they still will have 4 more months to keep negotiating while he's saying, but once again, you're trying to foster in offense and all this and that, trying to make your offense better. And you don't got Lamar Jackson in mini camps, voluntaries, where they're, working with each other. He ain't showing up to none of that. You want your guy in the building. You can't wait till July 17th where y'all supposed to be in the nitty gritty of training camp. But you will have a longer time to get a deal done if you franchise tag him, and he will probably not play on it. Or Lamar shock everybody, show up. I'm franchise tag. I'm still showing up, and I'm still here to play him. But hey, I want a long-term deal. I don't know how that's going to go. Shout out to Skylar Net Time with the puppy. Appreciate you, bro. Then you have the non-exclusive, which is going to drive the NFL world crazy. You have the non-exclusive tag that's going to drive the NFL world crazy. Now, the Ravens can do this and gamble. They'll be gambling if they do this. And I'm going to tell you now, I think they're going to do the normal tag because the Ravens better not think that this market isn't going to show up for Lamar Jackson. The only way that you do the non-exclusive tag is if you're going to gamble and you believe, I don't think he has a market out there that's going to give him that crazy money. Ravens would be pure idiots to think that there's always a dumb team that's going to do it. We might be that team. We might be that team. And if you franchise tag him and trade him, you're going to get a lot more than an exclusive tag with 2 firsts that could be 2 bottom firsts. But if they do a non-exclusive tag, I'm going to tell y'all now, Dolphin fans, I am going to be in the worst mood ever if we didn't put our name in the hat. Oh. You'll probably have 5 teams ready to offer their 2 first-round picks. Lamar Jackson might tell 3 of them 5 right away, I ain't coming to y'all. I don't want to go to y'all. Y'all have to understand, here's the frustrating part, that if they do a non-exclusive, if Chris Grier called Lamar Jackson, the Miami Dolphins will. Even though this is my opinion, I feel so convicted about it. We are his first choice. I don't care what nobody say. Lamar will come to Miami over anybody with Tyreek Waddle. And if that happens, you better find a way to keep Gesicki. We would be his first choice. If Chris gave a non-exclusive tag, if Chris Grier picked up that phone, Lamar, we want you here in Miami. Let's talk contract. Absolutely. Let's go. Because there's some teams you're going to be like, I'm not coming to y'all. I don't want to play there. I don't care if you're willing to offer me that. He would say, absolutely, let's talk. This is what I asked the Ravens for. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you now, he going to get paid regardless. But he going to be like, this is what I asked the Ravens for, and they wouldn't about it. And I'm going to tell Chris Grier now, whatever he asked the Ravens for, add another $3 million on top of that as far as I care. Make sure they don't match it. They already said no to what he asking for, add another $3 million on top of that. Make sure they don't match it. If they do a non-exclusive tag, several teams are going to contact him, and he will pick up the phone for the Miami Dolphins. Give that man his money, and let's go win a Super Bowl in the next 2 years. Let's go win a freaking Super Bowl in the next 2 years and keep developing Skylar Thompson. It's that simple. That's it. I don't care if you don't make any other free agent moves. I'll be honest with you. Now, somebody got to go. You might have to trade somebody for the first to get it done. But once he's willing to sign on that offer sheet, you go figure out how you're going to get that first round pick. It shouldn't be that hard. And I told you now, you contact teams like the Chiefs. You contact teams like the Eagles. You contact teams like that. They got the latest first round pick. And you say, hey, I got 2 seconds, one this year, one next year. Let me get your first. And you ain't even got to buy Wilkins. Or maybe you still buy Wilkins so you can save that money and get that draft pick, and then you can go get another lineman, or screw the lineman, you got Lamar now. You paying him all that money to run to get us out of that trouble. Now you can go get a middle linebacker on a rookie deal. Zach Zeller, time for you to step up and be the guy we want you to be. You already been that, actually, but now you got that big role. Now you're the guy. Then in the 3rd round, go draft another one to develop. And for the next 2 years, let's go win a Super Bowl. And if it doesn't work, we'll suffer the year 3. And then whatever contract it is, we'll have it out. And hopefully we've developed Skyler or drafted another quarterback within the next 3 years that we're developing. But ladies and gentlemen, all Dolphin fans need to understand it is time to put the onus on this organization's ability to develop players. We continue to skip out on that. I'm not talking about drafting somebody who came in day one balling. When are we going to put the onus of this franchise's success on the fact that we do not develop players? It is time to put the onus on the development of players. If they put that non-exclusive tag, man, and this is what I don't understand about Chris Greer. If it's a popularity contest, if it's a selling tickets, no matter what it is, you go get Lamar, you're going to be looked at favorably. I don't care nothing about the little shadow voices. Why did y'all do it? Tua's gonna go somewhere else and ball, whatever. I don't care about that. You will get the cool points you're looking for. You will be looked at as a success. The national media finally will do nothing but praise you from top to bottom. There will be no skeptics. There will be no questions. Now we got to deliver, but will be the first time in 25 years that the media is in unison raving about the Dolphins. The fastest show on turf. Do you want to play the PR game and get people excited? Because I know you're using the Tuaneers for hype and all of that because they buy all kind of stuff. Man, go get Lamar with these guys, and trust me, Tua ain't nothing compared to the positive publicity and money y'all about to make. Lamar has missed 12 games in the last 2 years, okay, and Tua's missed 10. Now, let's stop. Y'all 2 years, stop saying 2 years. Now let's count how many games each of them missed in the last 5 years. Y'all so quick to talk about 2 years. Now let's talk about how many they missed in the last 5 years. Ingraven said they mess around and do that. I'm at their home opener for sure. Woo, Ingraven gonna be a Dolphin fan. I'm telling y'all. Oh man, that'll be crazy. Oh. Ingraven, would y'all take Christian Wilkins? Interesting. The Ravens would take Christian Wilkins. If they franchise tag Lamar, the Ravens, they would take a Christian Wilkins and 2 first-round picks. That's a total of that's like the equivalence of 3 first-round picks and a second, because I think Christian worth 1 first and a second. I think you can get a nice little haul for Christian Wilkins. And they got Roquan Smith. They just got 2. Now they got to pay Christian, but they should be able to, because they ain't going to be paying Lamar if that happen. But I'm going to tell you now, the Ravens going to be a scary defense. They add a Christian Wilkins. They already always a good defense, but they add Christian Wilkins and you got Roquan behind them, man, the Ravens would be scary. But I'm telling y'all, Christian Wilkins, if we want to make some type of big move like that, he has to be the casualty. But lucky us, Zach Zeiler is just as good. Shockingly. If they can't score no points, then it won't matter. Yeah. But yeah, man. Christian Wilkins. See, the thing is, if we did a trade like that, Ravens fans wouldn't even understand it because they probably don't even know nothing about Christian Wilkins. Matter of fact, it's funny. Engraving say shout out to Zeiler. I keep pronouncing it wrong, but anyway, because we poached him from the Ravens, and he ended up being one of the top in the league. He was a Raven. Engraven said, I don't know anything about Christian Wilkins. See, my point exactly. So Ravens fans would be like, we got a Christian Wilkins, man. Man, Christian Wilkins would, man, on that defense, oh my gosh. Now, I would still be worried about the Ravens because of their defense. And Engraven, out of all people, is proof of what I'm saying to y'all. He don't know nothing about Christian Wilkins. He don't know nothing about Christian Wilkins. This is what I be telling y'all. I know we be having some great players, but the rest of the league don't know who they are. The rest of the league don't know who they are. Are literally our best defensive player this year. Our best defensive player this year. The most disruptive player we've had in a long time. And he's coming off of that rookie deal and he need his money. We could save the $20 million he probably going to be worth. Wilkins is more Baltimore than Miami. I agree. And that's what I'm saying. In that system, he'd be even wilder. Somebody said nobody cares about a defensive tackle with 11 and a half career sacks. Man, stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Christian Wilkins, run stopper, never gives up on the play. Go look at the tackles. Go look at the pressures. Go look at the hurries. Go look at the QB hits. Off the charts. Christian Wilkins, the reason why any of them other guys get off. Because they try to double him now. And we're going to have to pay him. But in a Lamar deal, I would take that casualty. Only because Zach Zeiler has played so well. TD, how many fans outside of Miami know Wilkins? I mean, barely any. That's the point. Barely any. First round pick. Most people don't. Most people don't know. I don't know who the Ravens defensive tackles are. And they might be good. I don't know. Outside of Clemson fans, who knows Wilkins? Well, offenses know him. But y'all also have to understand. You know who knows who Christian Wilkins is? General managers. They know. After trading Wilkins, y'all will be crying about how the defense can't stop the run. Long as Lamar going down that field with Tyreek and them getting 7 every time. You got to do it one way or another. You got to do it one way or another. And I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying because he don't let nothing come up that middle. He don't let nothing come up that middle. I get what you're saying. That would be tough. But remember, this is why I be holding y'all Dolphin fans accountable. I don't want to hear nothing about without Christian Wilkins, we can't stop the run. You know why? You know why I don't want to hear nothing about it? You just made Vic Fangio the highest paid defensive coordinator in the NFL. God dog it, when are y'all going to start holding these coaches accountable? When are y'all going to start asking them to earn their money? And y'all walk around here talking about, oh, we got the great Vic Fangio, then don't be worried about, no, if we get rid of Christian Wilkins, we ain't going to stop the run. You got a real defensive coordinator now who should be able to scheme the stop of the run. This is what I be talking about. It's a give and take. Y'all, I don't understand trying to go get a great coach, but then going to buy all the best players for them and calling them great coaches. Why do we always call people great coaches when you put everything around them? God, man, I could be the DC and you give me talent, we gonna rock. You didn't make them the highest paid to coach all-stars. You gotta have some deficiencies in some area. That's why you making him the highest paid, because he gonna figure out how to cover that up. Gosh. And once again, when are we gonna hold him responsible for developing a player? I mean, I want who gonna develop Raekwon Davis? The guy that we hoped could be our middle, our true nose tackle. Who gonna develop somebody, man? Hey, y'all just think the name of a coach is what's gonna get it done? If that coach ain't creating great players, he ain't gonna be nothing unless you buy him. That's why that's why Mike McDaniel, who I actually like, he ain't proved nothing to me. You paid for talent and put up the same results as before. Because let me ask y'all a question. If we didn't trade for Teron Armstead and we didn't trade for Tyreek Hill, and we had the very same offense we had 2 years ago, how would things have been? How would things have gone? So is it coaching, or is it the fact that we paid these players? We bought some really good players. Because let's be honest, before the season started, nobody had us winning less than 10 games. Most Dolphin fans were in the 12, 13, 14 range area. I know we always start out without delusion, but come on, man. We did have a roster that should be 12, 13, 14 wins. And we win freaking 9 games in the regular season. And we out here, McGenius this and McGenius that. And remember, this is the guy that I actually like. But I need him to develop somebody. I need him to turn somebody into somebody where I need him to make Hunter Long a real tight end so we don't miss Gesicki. Like, get to a point to where we ain't gotta go buy a Tyreek because you just turned this player into maybe not the same version, but a good player where we don't need it. Like, come on, we don't put no responsibility on these coaches developing players. It's a shame that anything we gotta go spend money or draft a player that's already great. Let me ask y'all a question. Has Javon Holland overachieved your expectations when you drafted him, underachieved your expectations when you drafted him, or he is exactly what you thought he would be? Answer that for me. Has he overachieved what you thought, underachieved what you thought, or he's exactly what you knew he would be? A lot of people saying what they expected. We got some overs, some unders. Exactly what I thought he'd be. Interesting. What I hoped. Wordplay there. Under what I thought. He'll get better, bro. Oh, no. This ain't a knock on Javon Holland. I don't want you to think that's the direction I'm headed in. My point here is most people said he's exactly what I thought he would be. And I agree with that. They haven't developed him. He's just playing at the level we thought he would play at, which is a really good player. Is he elite? Dolphin fans will say yes. But according to the NFL, no, he is not. He's not an elite player. And like I said, to be fair to Dolphin fans, to you, he is. To the NFL, he is not. To the NFL, he is a B safety, not an A safety. And a B safety is really good and respected. And is an NFL starter. But where's the development? Now, I'm going to give you an even harder one. Is Christian Wilkins, when we drafted him, has he been what we expected him to be? Has he done more than we expected him or less than we expected him? Now, this is the interesting one, and I want you to really think about it. Slowly developing, overachieved in the past year. The first 3 years were under what I thought. Experience has improved him more than I expected. First round pick, expected to play well. They're not moving on from Wilkins. He's the leader of the D. Okay. It's what I thought he would be coming out of college. Wilkins has developed nicely, every year getting better. He's exactly, no, you know what? Christian Wilkins is between underachieving and exactly what we thought he would be. And let me explain to y'all. A lot of y'all, he's getting better each year. A first round pick shouldn't have started out as low as he did to begin with. Let's remember that. In year 2, still a first round pick, you still not there. And finally, this year, he played how we expected him to play as a rookie first round pick, drafted as high as he was. Top 10 draft pick. First round draft pick. Somebody said if every first round pick turned out like Wilkins, we would be a lot better. Not true, because guess what? While you get a few of them turn out like Wilkins, you still got a few of them you just drafted, just like Wilkins' first year where he was no good. Just like Wilkins' second year, I see the improvement, but third year, he was better. He was better. He was better. He was definitely better. Definitely better. But once again, out of all of it, is he really getting developed? Facts on that, but every player come along differently. Yeah, I get that. Call it what you want, but there is a higher expectation for a top 10 pick. Wilkins is a top 5 defensive tackle right now. Yeah, he was last year. Yeah, he was last year. This year that just played out. He was top 5. No, hold on. Let's look at that. Um, Give me a second because I got to push back on that. He wasn't top 5. Top 5: Aaron Darnold, Cameron Hayward, Chris Jones, DeForest Buckner, Grady Jarrett out of the Falcons. Kenny Clark is number 6 in Green Bay. Vita Vea, number 7. Jonathan Allen, number 8. Number 9, Jeffrey Simmons. 10, Leonard Williams. 11, DJ Reader. 12 is Christian Wilkins. This year, he was ranked 6th, but his overall, they rank him 12th in the NFL. This year, he was number 6th. And this is the point I'm making. As a rookie first-round pick, he was 71st. 70 defensive tackles were better. And last year in 2020, he was 47th. Got better, but still, first-round pick. Remember, let's just play the 2 defensive tackle game on each team starting. When you're not top 32, and this year he was 6th. But overall, they rank him the 12th best defensive tackle. The strides that Wilkins made in his 3rd NFL season last year seemed to fly under the radar. Wilkins was one of the best run defenders at the position in 2021, but where he made the biggest stride was as a pass rusher. The former first-round pick out of Clemson graded out in the 80th percentile on true pass rushes last season compared to the 29th percentile across his first 2 NFL seasons. Yeah. Zach Zeeler made number 24. Zeiler's inclusion on this list might surprise some because some people are shocked that he's included on this list. But he's been a key part of Miami's defensive line rotation over the past 2 seasons. He came away from the 2021 campaign with PFF run defense and pass rush grades north of 75 and a 84.9 overall mark. A few more seasons with this kind of production will erase the under the radar label accompanying his name. A few more seasons like this, he'll be a top guy in the NFL if he continues. And remember, he's playing like a top guy, but they rank him 24th because they take your entire career. They're taking this ranking right here is what your entire career where you're ranked, and he's 24th for the entire career. I think he ended like 13th on the year for this year. Last year he ended, what was it, like 3rd or something like that? He was like 3rd in the NFL last year, the year before the one we just finished. He was 3rd in the NFL. Now, those guys were developed under Flores. Like somebody said, him and Van Ginkel. They were developed under Flores. Even though Zeeler had a good year this year, it was still a decline from what it was the previous year under Flores. Van Ginkel as well. So yeah, I look for development in coaching staffs, y'all. I look for development, not wins and losses. You can buy wins and losses with players. TD, has any of Greer's first round picks been a slam dunk pick or no brainer pick for us? No brainers. Chris Greer don't have no first round picks where you're like, I'm gonna take a chance on this one. Ooh, we didn't see that coming. He is great. He don't have no first round picks where you're like, man, why did we get him? And then you're like, man, good job. All his first round picks are no brainers, and they ain't even playing at the level you like. But time will tell. They still got an opportunity to become those dudes, like Pro Bowlers and stuff. You see what I mean? The issue I have is all these first round picks and you can't get a Pro Bowler. All of these first round picks and you can't get somebody to make the Pro Bowl organically, not as an alternate, not Mac Jones in it. But on the team, all of these first round picks, you want somebody to get the Pro Bowl nod. Somebody to say that pick ended up being one of the best in the league. And when I say the best, top 4, top 3, top 2. Because top 2, top 3, top 4 at your position, you're a game changer. You're not a great player. You're elite in the sense that you are the ultimate game changer because you are one of the best at your position, period. All these first round picks and some of them early, when are we going to select the guy who's the game changer? Not just a good player. But we still got time. These kids still got careers, and we'll see if they turn it into long term, and some of them start making some all pros and Pro Bowls and things like that. How's your newborn daughter doing, TD? She's over here. She just woke up. Actually, she was taking a nap, and I see her over there playing with a toy right now. I'm trying to put it in her mouth. I told y'all she teething bad, so she'll start whining in a little bit because she frustrated. I'll be glad when them teeth start cracking out. Yeah, Waddle is good, but so is Devontae, and we spent another first. Yeah, Waddle good. But Waddle, nobody want to talk about it. He's starting to seem like a guy who's having a drop issue, who's inconsistent on whether he wants to catch the ball with his hands or his chest. Let's be honest. And I love Waddle. Can't tell me I'm a Waddle hater. I love Waddle. But let's be honest. It was some big moment. Waddle actually lost a game on his own this year in what game was that? The Vikings. He actually lost the game on his own. Period. That's Waddle. That's Waddle's game. He lost. He lost. Waddle cost us 2 games. It might even be that playoff game. You might be right. He catches the ball with his chest. And when he try to use his hands, he be dropping them sometimes. But he's a great player, great route runner, great speed. He just got to be consistent. I ain't gonna talk about Waddle no more. It is what it is. We almost lost the Ravens because he dropped it. Yeah, Waddle, man. I like Waddle though. See, I ain't gonna lie. I know a lot of people will kill me for this, but I'm the type of person I want a big bang for my buck. I'm the type of person that would See, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would even be willing to, man, I can't even bring myself to say it. Depending on the circumstance, I would even trade Waddle. And I'll go get a guy that's a 1B, a certified 1B. I'll just go get another receiver. And I ain't saying trade him now. I'm saying like Waddle's up for contract next year, right? Because that'll be his third season. Then we'll be talking about Waddle's deal. And what you gonna pay if Tyree getting 30 and Waddle keep putting up 1,200 and he's a rookie and you drafted him? How much do you think Waddle's gonna get? We ain't gonna be able to afford that. You think Waddle gonna settle for a $15 million contract? When Christian Kirk out here getting what he got, 25 or something? You think Waddle's gonna settle for a $15 million contract with Christian Kirk? Who y'all like better, Waddle or Christian Kirk? Maybe I'm tripping though, because I take Waddle over Christian Kirk, and maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping right now. Maybe that's just me being a fan. Oh, a lot of y'all say Kirk. Some of y'all say Waddle. Well, either way, you think Waddle gonna settle for $15 million a year? We're gonna be talking Waddle's contract next year. We're gonna be talking Jalen Phillips' contract next year. Y'all think we're gonna be able to pay all these people? Y'all don't think somebody ain't getting traded? You talk about Christian Wilkins money now. You got to pay Zach Zeeler. All of these guys. Javon Holland's coming up. Next offseason, Waddle, Phillips, Holland, and all of them actually going to get money. Y'all really think we're going to be able to pay all of them? Here's what the original plan was. The Bradley Chubb first round pick, the first round pick they took from us, those were supposed to be used to bring in the next guy behind them so that when Tyreek hits his third season, we can move on from Tyreek. We can move on from some of these big contracts, and then Waddle and all those guys can get their money. And then we got new guys on rookie deals. And you're supposed to keep rotating. But they took our first. It ruined all of Greer's plans. Then he used another one on Bradley Chubb. So no time soon are you going to get any top draft picks that's supposed to be replacing these guys. Y'all see that already. And if we're successful this year, first round, second round, whatever it is, it's a late first round pick. Y'all know we're not going to be able to pay no Waddle, Jalen Phillips, and Javon Holland. And if you do, that means that Tyreek 2 years from now is definitely gone. Armstead is going to be gone anyway. Ogba obviously gone. But what y'all need to understand is those contracts are going to replace those. But now you still need new players to become them, and you don't have that same draft capital to hit. Keep telling y'all we in a 2-year window. You got to go win now. Therefore, go for broke. Go for broke. If I'm Chris Grier, let me tell you what I'm doing. I'm going for broke. I'm going for broke 2 years with Lamar Jackson. If it works, good. If it doesn't work, guess what? Now you go trade everybody and stack up a whole bunch of first-round picks and then rebuild. Still around Lamar. Because you still got your guy. And at least they'll be on cheap deals. Hey, mama girl. Yeah. Oh, you just is laughing. But it's that simple. Chubb trade was foolish. I get it though. He wanted to go for broke. Y'all got to remember the timing on the Chubb trade. The timing on the Chubb trade was right before Tua's collapse. They were sold. They thought they had. Oh my gosh, Tua got us. Tua got us again. Boy, we had just beat the Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Oh my. And Chris Greer said, man, I ain't even got a plan for the future because they took my first. So, hey, let's go for broke now. Let's go for the Super Bowl. We playing this well against the Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Oh my. Chris Greer became a prisoner of the moment. He got them victories and said, let me make us even better because I think we might have a chance to burrow this thing like they did last year. Chris Greer put his hand in the cookie jar. He thought we had it. As soon as Chubb entered the building, we start collapsing. And it ain't because of Chubb, because we play real teams and he should have realized we ain't got what you think we had. We do not have what you think we have. What we have is Tyreek Hill out here running like a Tasmanian devil, making every play. Catching underthrown balls, overthrown balls, too high balls. That's what you had. He thought he found his franchise quarterback. And as soon as he thought he found it, he making these trades and stuff, and we got slapped right in the face. Don't tell me I'm a lie. I'm telling y'all now. Come here. I'm telling y'all now. Chris Greer thought we were about to do something special last year. Chris Greer thought we were about to, that was the year. $3 years, 75 with $40 million fully guarantees at signing. Oh. So the Seattle deal came out, more details. It's actually like a 3 year, 75 million with 40 million guaranteed. So he'll be there for 2 years. And if it doesn't work this year, they can move off right away. And only have 15 million dead cap spread between 2 seasons, which is 7.5 each. So that was a great deal for Seattle where they can get out after 1 year. So they still will be drafting a quarterback. That deal tells you they'll be drafting a quarterback, but they're letting Geno Smith take the reins as long as it takes to find a quarterback. He's only getting 25 million a year. So it's not the 35 that was originally reported. And I still think that that's 25, but the only reason I'm okay is because the guaranteed money was only 40. I thought the guarantee was over 50 because they said the first year was 50 million. So I don't know where those reports came from, but they were inaccurate. The details are out now. Yeah, they're out. Jets making heavy push for Aaron Rodgers now. It's going down out here, man. It's going down. Contact is up yet. 25 is okay when you have a clear direction. Yeah, 25 now is okay knowing that the guarantees you can get out after 1 year. Now you can go draft your quarterback this year. If you want to get Anthony Richardson, he sit behind Geno for a year, or he balls out and takes the job right away, whatever's best for the team. And until you know you got your future quarterback, you got 3 years with Geno only at 25 that you can utilize if you want. But if you find your quarterback right away and that quarterback hit right away, you only got to deal with Geno for 1 year. And you still got a quarterback on a rookie deal. Smart way of doing it. The way that they structured it made the deal just fine. It's actually perfect. It's actually perfect. Is Rodgers to Jets confirmed? No. You would see the breaking news of a trade. Yeah, the Jets, yeah, that's all everybody talk about right now. The Jets are going full court press on Aaron Rodgers. I just hope they don't get him. I'm telling y'all, I don't care what y'all say. They're a quarterback away from being competent, but then Aaron Rodgers away from being contenders. That defense, I'm telling you, they're young and they're getting better. That defense is going to be scary next year. And Aaron Rodgers with that offense and that already got a run game. And I'm going to tell you, if they go get Aaron Rodgers, they also probably going to pay a receiver in free agency. They're going to bring in another receiver on top of what they already have. And everybody want to disrespect the Jets, which I've always done my whole life, and I still do. But real football talk, the Jets are going to be contenders. The Jets are going to be contenders. People don't understand if they just add 7 more points a game, which Rodgers can do for them, they won 13, 14 games. They won 13, 14 games. They could just add a few more points a game. And that's just keeping it real. And I'm not going to be one of them Dolphin fans living in delusion. See, we overpaid a defensive coordinator hoping that he can bring our defense to top 10. They already top 5. They already there. And they young, getting better. They already there. And the thing that sucks the most about their top 5, they got a top corner who now is going to be holding in physical even more because now he gets the Pro Bowl and All-Pro respect. He'll be an All-Pro. He'll be All-Pro this year. He gets the respect and the benefit early. Like, it's rare. You got to earn it. Remember, Xavier Howard's that dog. He had to earn it like 4 years later. After getting all them picks, he had to earn his respect. They were still throwing flags on him early in his career. But Sauce, they're going to give it to him now because he already got the All-Pro. He's going to get that All-Pro nod in the Pro Bowl nods. He's going to be even worse physical. And refs ain't going to call it because I'm telling y'all, I watched the kid game. It's legal physicality. He is doing everything he want to do to you in them first 5. After that, he just got a hand on you. It ain't grabbing. He grabbing and tugging and all of that in the first 5 because if you're going deep, you can do that. It's only if you're about to cross the field or make a cut and he's holding you where they call it. But if you're going deep and he got a piece of that jersey, they ain't calling that. But as soon as you cross that 5 yards, he always let go, but he put that hand on you just to make sure he keep feeling you as you're running. He playing a position perfectly to not get called and stay in every play. He's going to get the ref respect too now. I'm telling y'all. And now the Jets are going to start deploying what Miami did with X and Byron. They're going to put him on the number 2 and they're going to blanket the number 1. He going to lock the number 2 down all day and they're going to blanket the number 1, double coverage and scheme to it. And that defense up front is already nasty. And you add Aaron Rodgers, who's a competent passer. That's all they were missing, that quarterback, because they kept having miscues and misfires. Just bad quarterback play. And a banged up O-line, which healthy, man, I'm trying to tell y'all. To Breece Hall and Dolphin fans out here living in delusion. It ain't just us the Jets was holding down. They were holding Buffalo down every time they played them. They held the Patriots down every time. Patriots had to win on a last-minute kickoff. But screw the Patriots, Buffalo, they held them down. Those be slugfests. This is why gosh, man, I want to not fear anybody. Go get Lamar. Go get Lamar, man. because some of your opponents are making moves that's making them better than you. That's what y'all need to consider. Stop thinking every move we make us the best. Other teams making moves too. Other teams making moves too. Hey, mama girl. You think we should go get Lamar? Think we go get Lamar? Yeah, we just go get Lamar. We go get Lamar? No, you can't get my phone, okay? You can't eat my phone. He get mama girl. He get mama girl. He get mama girl. He get mama girl. Oh my God, you keep chomping on them hands. TD on board. Let's go, Lamar. Man, I'm tired of the hope. We out here hoping. We hope Teron can stay healthy. We hope Tua can stay healthy. We hope Tua can play at a high level. We hope that he can play at a high level consistently. We hope he don't have an end of the season collapse. We hope that our O-line can play well. We hope that we could run the ball. We hope that Fangio can improve our defense. We hope our secondary can stay healthy. We hope that Xavier Howard can get back to his prime. All these things we got to hope for, and if one of them don't happen, we screwed. If one of them don't happen, we hope on alone can be Gesicki. It doesn't matter for that because we didn't use Gesicki anyway. Malachi said the Patriots had Matt Patricia as an OC. With the real OC, we would have dropped 50 on the Jets again. Okay, say what you want. Say what you want. So you got a real one this year? If that's the case, I'm sick of living in hope. That's my whole point. I'm sick of living in hope. I want us to make a move where we're like, man, everybody believes. Ain't no hope. We believe. It's expected. We expect to be in the AFC Championship. I don't know if I could live through a season where we win 7 games. That would be hurtful. I don't think I can live through a season where we make the first round and lose at this point. I can live through it. I can live through anything. Make sure I clear that up. But I'm just saying. Y'all hit that like button for me. We got 350 people still rocking with us after 2.5 hours of listening to me go on and on and on about all this stuff. So punch that like button for me. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We just don't want to see that. Yeah. Has Tua learned how to fall yet? Man, y'all jiu-jitsu experts, stop messaging me. Well, TD, I know you don't know about jiu-jitsu, but it teaches you how to cuff your neck. Like put your chin down so your head doesn't bounce. Listen to me. I already told y'all ain't no amount of convincing me in this world is going to tell me that Tua's going to learn how to fall with jiu-jitsu, okay? All you got to do is go to the Green Bay game and look at the 0.000002 seconds it took for him to get his legs wrapped and him to go backwards. Ain't nobody, he ain't got the time stone like I told y'all yesterday where his legs getting wrapped, he hurry up and snap his fingers and it slows down. Make sure you tuck your neck. No. Less than a second from the time they wrapped his legs and his head hit. He ain't nobody fast enough to think like, oh my, stop. In jiu-jitsu, when you about to get slammed or whatever, you feel it coming. They lifting you in the air. Let me brace my neck. Oh, he doing the kicking. He got me. Oh, let me brace my neck. It ain't an instant whoop, boom. It's for the ones where you have time to brace. Go look at Tua's hits where he hits the back of his head. He has no time to brace. Stop. Go watch the plays. Real time. And before you can say, tuck your neck right here, he already done hit the ground. Go hit play. And as soon as they wrap his feet, I bet you he hit the ground before you could say out your own mouth, tuck your neck. Clue, tuck your neck. Stop. Leave me alone. Stop. Stop. They teach you how to tuck your neck for hits or where you're about to go down where you have enough time to do so. If you ain't got enough time, you ain't got enough time. It is what it is. If he learns it long enough, it should become muscle memory. Let me tell y'all something. If he's learning it, and when people are learning something, don't they have a period of failure because they learning it? Oh, I'll get better at it. Oh, I'll get better at it. You think he taking the chance to hit his head while he learned to get better? He getting concussions practicing. Stop it. Stop. Stop. They ain't teaching it. Listen, they teaching him how to tuck his neck. They like holding him. Okay, on your way down, right there, hold your neck. They not doing it real speed. They not making him hit real speed. There ain't no muscle memory. They not wrapping his legs and making him go back full speed and working on tucking the neck because he gonna get concussed trying to work on it. They not doing that. Have you thought about that? They're not even practicing it real speed. Because if he failed the first time, he got a concussion. Have you thought about that? Muscle memory is supposed to come when you was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. Playing football on the concrete, on the pavement. Y'all know good and well they ain't out there doing no full speed. All right, we gonna wrap your legs. You gonna go back. Oh, what, they giving them a cushion? Man, I'm done. Just leave. Point is, leave me alone. Stop. I told y'all I ain't trying to hear it. Y'all need to stop with this foolishness. I keep telling y'all it is embarrassing. Y'all are embarrassing this fan base talking about some jujitsu to learn how to fall. It's embarrassing. It's funny, honestly. Concussions ain't funny, but this whole thing is funny. It's embarrassing. I here trying to hope we got a franchise quarterback and we working on how to fall, working on tucking your neck with jujitsu. Man, I never thought I'd ever hear nothing like this. Oh my gosh, the links that they going. Oh, oh. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. Do y'all not hear how this sound? I know some of y'all don't want to accept that it sounds ridiculous because he's your guy. You don't want to believe he's doing anything ridiculous. You don't want to believe that he's doing anything that sounds suspect, weird, and just pathetic. Who came up with the idea jiu-jitsu's gonna teach him how to fall? Stop. It don't stop you from all falls. And the ones he took and got them concussions, his body flew back instantly. And you know what's funny? One of them, it looked like he actually already tucking his neck because his whole back hit the ground flat and his head bounced back. In order for your head to bounce back, your neck is already tucked. Remember the one where his head bounced off the turf? It didn't hit the turf and bounce off. His back hit the turf and then his head hit and bounced off. His head was already down. His head was already tucked. It's the impact of the fall that whiplashed him. You can't control whiplash. You missed 2 donations, TD. Thanks for letting me know. I'm going to go back to him now. Might have missed 3. No, it was 2. All right, here we go. You missed my super chat, but y'all not trying to get a QB. I'm going to you, G Money, if I can. Hold on. TD, I told y'all Jets was going to be dangerous last year. Y'all laughed at me and trade Waddle to Cleveland. We need some speed. We got a QB that can throw deep. Man, y'all ain't getting no Waddle. Y'all going to have to figure that out. You missed. Oh, I already got that. Slipping Jimmy in the building said jiu-jitsu has weight classes for a reason. What a joke. Man. See, I wanna play the clip, but then I'm like, man, I want to play the clip, but then they're gonna give me a copyright. They're gonna give me a strike on my channel. Oh my gosh, play the clip. Man, see, y'all be trying to get me in trouble. Hold on. Y'all got me trying to pull it up. Hold on. I'm pulling it up. All right, man. I got to figure out how I'm gonna do this without getting the copyright. Let me do this. That's Tua right there, right before his head crash. How much more you want his chin in his chest? That's Tua right before his head crashes. How much more do you want his chin in his chest? Back flat on the ground. How much more do you want his chin in his chest? Now I'm going to hit play. You can't stop Whiplash. You can't stop Whiplash. Let's go back. You can't stop Whiplash. You know, how much more you want his chin in his chest? It could have been. Y'all talking about that wasn't a concussion. That's one that they're trying to say wasn't a concussion. Did his head knock off the ground? And another thing, I'm sick of that narrative too. Talking about it's a back injury. Y'all better miss me with that crap too. Just literally, man, hold on. Let me get out of this. That foolishness. Back injury? Hold on. Back injury, right? Back injury got you stumbling. Back injury. Stop. First thing he do is grab his head in his helmet. Stop. His helmet. Dizzy. The man is dizzy. Look, he even shakes his head. Look at him shake his head. He shakes it on the ground. Right here. Shake. Another shake. Y'all stop. I know they said back injury because they didn't want him to have his third documented, well, second at the time. Look, believing these lies. Stop believing these lies. That was the back injury. That's what they told you. Look at this. Shake his head. Do you notice that? Nobody noticed the little shake on his way up. Nobody wanted to know. Y'all need to stop this foolishness. Shake head. Talk about a back injury. Y'all need to stop believing all that crap. Yeah, his back probably was hurt too, but he know good and well he was woozy. Stop, man. Y'all, you got eyes. You got eyes. Y'all got eyes, and y'all sit here and y'all be believing this stuff. Just because a beat writer or somebody in the organization or Tua say it himself, you got eyes. Y'all got freaking eyes. Shake your head. I don't want to hear it. And hold on. What game was this? Buffalo? Sorry, this was the first one, but they didn't document it because, and the only reason they came out talking about back injury because they knew they had a game 4 days later. Let's be honest out here, people. They knew they had a game 4 days later. They ain't want him to be sidelined over just a little bang up because that's how they usually view it in the NFL. You just got rocked a little. You okay? It was a back injury. They knew that they had to play 4 days later. And you saw what happened 4 days later. And we all saw what happened 4 days later. Man ain't never grabbed at his back. Man. Never mind. Sorry, mama. And people out here still believing these lies. Well, that was a back injury. Look at this. This is funny. Look at this. They got a video with it, man. I got to see this. No, let me put my headphones on. I got to see this. I got to see this. Y'all got to see it too. I'm gonna share the screen. I want to see what this doctor said. Since he's weighing in on it. Whoa. You biting my cord. No. Stop. You can't do that. Electricity goes through there. All right. Y'all give me a second. I'm coming. Share screen. All right. Window, Chrome tab. Hold on.
Now,
can y'all hear this?
Just because we see an athlete fall and hit their head on the turf, that they've sustained a concussion. Other things have to occur in terms of how that fall might have affected the brain. But item number one, check. We've got a clear mechanism that could explain a concussion if the right presenting signs and symptoms were to develop. Before we look at all of his stumbles and head shakes that we saw, I think it's helpful to go look at the actual NFL concussion protocol. This is from the NFL's updated concussion protocol.
Yeah, we know that already. I want to see what you think about them stumbles.
Instability is, of course, what people are in consultation with the sideline independent nurse. The people evaluating them based on this footage of him stumbling around, kind of shaking his head, but having that gross motor instability, they have to be comfortable that this was orthopedic in nature. It was something with the bones, muscles, joints, tendons, ligaments that made him stumble like this. And I think that's where all of this just gets to be a huge mess. It's very hard for me to feel comfortable saying that what we are witnessing on the field here is the result of back spasms or back pain or even an ankle injury. First of all, when people have back spasms,
yeah, they even said ankle too. His ankle was injured. I remember that crap. Talk about was a back injury and ankle.
or pain, they usually stiffen up. Their body doesn't go just completely limp and flaccid like they're going to fall to the ground. But aside from that, we see multiple times here. We see Tua sort of shake his head, right? You heard old school announcers would talk about, well, he's clearing out the cobwebs. And we see Tua do that multiple times. First time here when he gets up, a little bit of a head shake right there. Going down the field, again, a little bit of a head shake. Still walking down the field, stumbles, reaches up, starts to kind of grab for his head, grab for his helmet. And we see another little head shake right there.
I saw
those are all things that make me so much more concerned. And honestly, everybody in the public watching this about a concussion and not something like a back spasm causing a player to act like that and have that reaction, especially after we've seen a hit to the head with his fall. What plays out in the media then is also just fascinating to see after something like this, because of course, after the hit, we saw everybody on Twitter like, oh my goodness, this looks like a head injury. I hope Tua is okay. This was a scary moment. And then as it comes out that it's being explained as a back injury, people are honestly like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. We even had on the Pat McAfee show, they were talking about, I mean, come on, like this clearly looked like it was a head injury.
I mean, fascinating decision.
No way. There's no
It wasn't
way.
a back end. Like you see him shake his head, you see his hands go up to his head once he goes down. Like it just wasn't a back injury. And I know that they have like cracked down on concussions, but I feel like now more than ever, guys will get a concussion and play the next week.
Playing the next week isn't so unusual. The protocol clearly allows for people to go through that 5-step sequence. But what they're saying, I mean, yeah, people just casually watching this
4 days later.
I think have witnessed enough head injury discussion, seen enough discussion about this to recognize what looks like a concussion. I'm glad the NFL Players Association is looking into this, because I think people, sports fans watching this aren't uneducated to this stuff anymore. We're aware of what's going on. We're aware more. So look, concussions can be tough to diagnose, right? There's no clear gold standard other than when we see these observable signs, but there often is a subjective component to it. Nobody is perfect, especially when you introduce that level of subjectivity. But I think we then now have the value of video where we can look and say, okay, was there something else where it does make sense to explain the back? Can somebody explain the physiology or why a back injury could lead to that type of presentation? Because the public needs to be educated about this stuff. We need to have consistent messaging about head injuries, and it doesn't work anymore to just brush it off as other things. That's it for the end of the video, everybody. Hopefully Tua is doing okay. Remember,
man, it is sad. It's sad when you be having fans out here truly believing this stuff. They just eat up everything told to them when they got their own eyes. They got their own eyes, but it don't fit the narrative. So they'll ignore it. They'll ignore what they see because they got their own eye, because they don't want, it doesn't fit the narrative. It's sickening, man. This is right. And they talk about agendas. Anybody and their mama know that Tua Tagovailoa, he was concussed in versus Buffalo. They knew he was playing 4 days later and said, no, we can't, because you can't clear protocol in 4 days. It's 5 steps. You can't do 2 steps in a day. And that's why everybody walking around here, he has 2 documented concussions. Why do you think they're adamant in saying documented? Because they know. And that's why the Dolphins sat him down. When he had that last one where they saw where they had symptoms, they knew about the first one. It just wasn't documented. Everybody's going off of 2, but the Dolphins know technically it was 3. They knew. They have a little more concern than most of us because we out here talking 2 documented, but deep down the organization knows it's 3. They got away with 1. And the NFLPA could have investigated all they wanted. All they could do is say, Tua, what happened? I was having some back issues. I have back spasms. I done been in 8 accidents in a 3-year period, starting back in 2018 to like 2021. I done been in 8 car accidents, none of them my fault, in a 3-year period. There's times I have back spasms. Times I gotta roll out of the bed. Every move I make is it feels dire. Not once when I had a back spasm have I shaken my head. Ever. There ain't no symptom in back spasms where you shaking your head. Repeatedly, 4 times in a 10-second period. Tua is trying to F this organization over to get paid. He been embarrassed nationally over Watson and Jimmy G inquiries. He'll call it quit after the bag. Yeah, he get hurt. I'm just going to be a Dolphin. I'm going to sit here. Any little injury, he ain't going to be in no rush to play. He going to have his money. Can't believe this, man. He'll retire and probably take on a collegiate broadcasting job. It took for his mama to post a social media comment that he'll be returning to football. Well, listen, that's one thing I can't knock him for. I mean, I'm so close to a big bag. I mean, y'all got to be honest. If y'all was into a situation, ain't no way I'm retiring. I'm close to a big bag, and I hope I can get it done this offseason before they see me again. I'm close to a giant bag. Guaranteed millions. My guarantee is going to be higher than what I made in 4 years. I'm this close to a forever changing bag. Man, I ain't retiring. I'm healthy. I'm fine. Ain't nothing wrong. Doggone right. It was my back. I ain't had no concussion. You ain't finna put that on me and make it look even worse. And we gonna be the dum-dums to pay it. We gonna be the dum-dums to pay it. If I was Tua, I'd be doing the same thing. Retiring. Are you kidding me? I'm 1 year away from tons of millions guaranteed. I don't care if they offered him a freaking 25. I don't care if they offer him a 5-year, $25 million deal, fully guaranteed. I'd do the same thing for that. That's guaranteed. Yeah, if I feel woozy, hey, coach, I got a concussion right now, I think. I feel woozy. See, once you get your money, every injury is brought up. When you ain't got your money and that ankle sprain hurting, you out there on the field. When you got your money, my ankle's bothering me, man. I need to sit today. When you feel a little woozy from a hit, you pushing through. Once you got your money, I'm a little woozy. Protocol. And for Tua, that's three weeks minimum probably going forward. Somebody said Chris Greer got to see this. Psh. Psh. Chris Greer could have saw this stuff before he drafted him. He could have saw this stuff before he drafted him. Hey, mama girl. Man, I can't believe we still got people out here talking about that first. That wasn't a concussion. That was the back injury. You got eyes. If you ain't never seen what I just showed you on camera, and you just heard a real doctor tell you there ain't no neurological reason why any of his motor skill, any of that would indicate a back injury. Not a single movement. And you got evidence of him shaking his head, grabbing at his helmet, not coming to, stumbling. And diagnosing a concussion ain't a perfect science. I get that. But the problem is you cannot sit here and try to peg that off as a back injury, back spasms. Ain't no spasm make you shake your head 4 times in a 10-second period. If that was boxing, the fight would be over. Possibly. Yeah. Stumbling like that, got to be held up. It would have. Can't believe it. Anybody who thinks that that was a back injury and not a head injury or a little bit knocked out with the whiplash, anybody who believes that, you're the ones with an agenda. No, mama. You keep on breaking my mic. McDaniels failed Tua. What the Dolphins failed Tua. That's why the NFLPA even looked in it in the first place, for the simple fact of why was he out there on Thursday? They waited till that man was seasoned, like whatever you call it. They waited till that man's fingers were locked up to care and say, well, hold on, that first one, why was he even out there? In the NFLPA, I told y'all they could investigate all they want. All Tua got to say is it was my back. Ain't nothing the NFLPA could do. They could be like, no, that's clearly a head injury. It was my back. Because the NFLPA needs the player. They need the player's assistant to make their case. So what did the NFLPA end up saying? We have no findings of a concussion and that the Dolphins did anything wrong because Tua's in cahoots with it. Tua just wants to be on the field. I give him that. That's bad. Players Association can't do nothing if the player ain't on board. Now, let Tua has said, yeah, man, it was a concussion. And, they rushed me out there. He couldn't say that because, honestly, it was Tua's decision to say it was a back injury problem. He was the main one saying my back. Ugh. That day I was yelling back injury. I wanted to beat Buffalo so bad. LOL. After I saw what happened on Thursday, after see what happened on Thursday, I knew I was wrong. The problem was when you sustain a brain injury, concussions, they just want you to heal from them. They just want you to fully heal from your concussion, then go back out. But the thing that they wanted to sweep under the rug is the fact that his brain was bruised on Sunday, and he went back out and bruised it even more on Thursday. And they had to get rid of that narrative because it never healed. So what did they do? It was a back injury. That way they aren't out of compliance. He never had a case where they didn't allow his brain to heal. Hey, mama. Hey, mama. All right, Kevin Lee said, I agree, TD. That first one was 100% a concussion. It's obvious. The third one was not versus Green Bay. Miami tried to make up for the missed one. This is why we need to move on, or one of the reasons. You might be right, because that last one, I don't get. Now, he did hit his head. I get that. He did hit his head. But from a symptom standpoint, we didn't get any of those symptoms. And you cannot sit here and try to say the interceptions were the symptoms. That is he may have only had 2, but they were misplaced. The first and the second, not the third. And if the third was a concussion, then he had 3 this year, y'all. He officially had 3 concussions this year. And that's why they keep using the narrative, 2 confirmed, because even they don't know, so they're not saying he didn't have more than 2. That's why everybody uses the verbiage 2 confirmed concussions, because there's still some in question. Same. I wanted him to play too. Guilty as charged. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I want to re-see Teddy Bridgewater's concussion. Now that you could argue all you want. I'll take either side because that I don't know about that. I don't know. Something was going on in Miami, man. Something was going on. Tua gonna go crazy with CTE before he ever balls out. No, I ain't gonna never say that. But on top of that, understand that CTE is something that could be starting today, but you won't know the effects for 20 years. You may not know the effects of your CTE for 10, 15, 20 years later. You can get all this head trauma right now. You ain't gonna have effects of CTE today. Those chemicals that's released in your brain over time is deteriorating. It's something that you don't notice the effects until way later. And that's the scary part. You could be thinking you all right today, but the damage could already be done 20 years from now. It's already set. You're going to lose your mind. That's the problem. So they could talk about how many people have had concussions this year and still playing and all of that. But these guys aren't talking about 15, 20 years from now, the chance of it having an impact on their life. Nobody's talking about that. And on top of that, I saw a video recently that people are trying to present where a doctor's coming out. I don't think you need to be concerned about Tua's injuries because this center had 6 concussions this year. He's still playing. This wide receiver had 3 concussions this year. He's still playing. People don't realize what makes Tua's concussions different. Does a center not clash on about every offensive play in the game? Is the center not banging on every play of the game? That center that has 6 concussions has brutal contact 10 times more than a quarterback in a game. That wide receiver has 6 times more contact than that quarterback in the game. So don't tell me about another receiver who had 2 concussions this year and still playing versus a quarterback. A quarterback is being protected. They are the least contacted players in the entire game other than a punter. The least exposure. So for all y'all who ain't mathematicians and don't understand numbers, this is what I'm talking about. If I throw 2 passes in a game and both of them are picked off, I got 2 interceptions. If you throw 10 passes in a game and 2 of them are picked off, you got 2 interceptions. Don't try to compare us to each other and make us equal. Well, both of y'all got 2 picks. Yeah, but my picks are 20%. Yours is 100. Trying to bring to me, well, this center in the NFL has 6 concussions. The center is banging on every single offensive play. Physical banging, rough hits, collisions, 300 plus pounds bashing into each other. The difference between Tua and these other people's concussions, his exposure is way lower, but he still has a high number. 3 concussions. I don't want to hear nothing about 2 confirmed. Stop that mess. What's scary, TD, is 20 years from now, Tua could have serious effects from these concussions. And if he gets one more this year, Tua needs to retire. So, Kevin, it's, ultimately it's going to be that grown man's decision. We could talk and give our opinion about it, which is fair because he is a public figure now. But at the end of the day, it's going to be his decision. And, we hope he don't have any more at all at the end of the day. I mean, if you really want to talk about it, we hope he don't have any more. He go off to have a great career. And then ain't just Tua Tagovailoa, it's all these players getting these concussions. Even that center that got 6, even the wide receiver that got 2, all of them. I fear for their long-term future. That's what we don't want to happen. We don't want that to happen. We want them to be okay 20 years from now where they're using their brain. I mean, I was just watching where there was an NFL player, right? He's on camera in the home beating up on his kid's mother, like throwing her into the TV. And just, I mean, you would have thought she was a napkin, how easy he was flinging her around the house. It was crazy. I mean, just straight abuse. Throwing her around and like a rag, like she was nothing, like just, it was bad. And here's the saddest part about it. He was at the sentencing and she came up and said, I don't want to make it seem like I'm giving him lenience or being a victim and trying to I don't want you to think I fear him so much that I don't want him to get in trouble because I'm scared of what he'll do later or nothing. But I'm asking for leniency or whatever for him, for my son, really. Right? And she also told the judge, because I think he got a sentence that a lot of people were mad about, especially women. They were like, I can't believe that's all he got. He's trash and this and that and this, right? And that lady said, because I know who he was, the type of man he is. And his mental health now is gone. And it's an ex-football, ex-NFL player, right? Yeah, he got 6 months. And people were outraged. He's the worst kind of person. They should have put him under the jail forever. See, this is where it's messed up. Because there are men that played football in the past out here doing it. And it's easy to say he should be under the jail forever and all this and that. But that woman said out of her own mouth, I know the type of man he really is. And his mental health has declined due to playing football. She said those words. I know it was because of him playing football. And the saddest part about it was all those people condemning him and condemning the woman for giving him grace. They didn't have to live in that house where she actually front screen on the big screen got to witness his decline over the years. They didn't get to see him be a great man in his health slowly decline, him losing his mind slowly, because it's an accumulation. It starts with the yelling, starts with the arguing, starts with throwing stuff. Now he's being a little rough. Now it's a full-blown abuse, and now it's just at the spur of a moment. They didn't get to witness this man's mental decline. And it's crazy that when these men are dead and gone, they look at their brain and doctors say he had full-blown CTE. Because everybody ignores what CTE is. Go watch a video on the effects of CTE. Go watch the movie Concussion and go look at these men in their cars, sleeping in their cars for days, going crazy, and I can't go home because I'm no good there because of their anger and rage. Nobody got to witness that. And I don't condone that, not one bit. But people act like mental health ain't real until they go through it. And lucky those people, they haven't yet. And hopefully they never do. But a lot of people don't realize until they have their own level of trauma, small or big, that it is real. But you weren't in that house recognizing his slow decline. That woman sat on that stand herself and said, this ain't the man he was. I witnessed his slow decline in mental health due to playing football. Those were her exact words. Not exact, but that's what she was saying. Because I don't know I don't remember the verbatim words, but that's in essence what she said. She mentioned football. His health declined mentally from playing the game of football. She witnessed the decline. And it didn't happen overnight. It happened over 10, 15 years. She sat there and witnessed it. That's why she wanted leniency. That's why she wanted mercy, for him to be there for his son afterwards. Somebody said only 6 months, because I believe the judge recognized it as well. Aaron Hernandez took people's lives. We don't justify it, but at the same token, the man had CTE. We don't justify it, but he did have CTE, and we will never begin to understand the level of which it can cause the decisions it can cause you to make, because most people have no clue what CTE is and the impacts it has on your brain. And from my knowledge, CTE is developed when, like, every time your head collides with something, there is a chemical that does not belong in the brain, but the brain releases it in major collisions, i.e. concussions. When you have a concussion, your brain is bruised, but they're not talking about the fact that it also releases this specific chemical that's not supposed to be in the liquids of the brain. And that chemical over time is doing damage that they're still trying to understand. These people are losing their minds, and it takes a long time for it to happen. It's slowly but surely working itself. But hey, what do I know? All I can do is read up on it and try to understand, why people do what they do better. Look at this, y'all. She knocked out. Gone. Told y'all eventually she be gone again. That's why I like streaming with her. Hold her, she play, she laugh, and then she knock out in daddy's arms. Oh boy. Anywho, man. Listen, man. I'm gonna move on from this. This was a good stream. I really like this stream. We talked about a lot of good stuff. We got a deadline coming up in about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, the Lamar Jackson decision. If I have time after that, I'll probably go live to see what they decided and talk about what's next out here. But it's going to be interesting. I think, though, personally, they're going to franchise tag him exclusive. They're not going to let him talk to other teams. They're not going to let him talk to other teams. If they do use the non-exclusive tag, man, that is going to be wild. It's going to be wild. It really is going to be wild. And we'll see what happens from there, all right? Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. I really enjoyed this stream. And I enjoyed everybody who came through. At one point, we had over 400 people watching. Appreciate y'all. Hit the like button on your way out. Again, let your friends and family members know about the channel if you're new to the channel. Again, this channel ain't nothing without all of y'all, those who subscribe to it, and how y'all hold me down, all right? And there's a lot of people that don't like that. So salute to y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right? I'll see y'all soon, all right? Peace. Your boy is out.